We're back with Discworld. Here we go. We were last in the... Well, we're back with Discworld. We're back with Discworld 2. Riddler, thank you for joining us. Congratulations on 72 streaks. That is an insane amount of streaked streams. And congratulations for it. That must take an incredible amount of organisation. Looks like you're well on top of it, though. Speaking of getting on top of things, we need to get on top of what we were doing in Discworld. We have Ectoplasm Flamingo Hooter Test Tube and the Rite of Ash Kent recipe. The Rite of Ash Kent is what we're trying to make. So, let's take... Oh, she's changing location. This machine changes the location of the shop.
A strange machine. I don't know what it does, and I'm fairly certain I'll rest better tonight for never having known. Maybe it has something to do with this being called a wandering shop. A stuffed fish.
A stuffed fish.
I can't say I think this is the absolute best sales venue for preserved seagoing wildlife. Still, if today was the day I wanted to go into combined camping and weapon shop and purchase sea life, then this would certainly be my choice du jour.
Lovely, let's have it.
That looks nice. Can I have it then?
Certainly.
What? No mumbo jumbo? No sudden insistence that I go on a special quest or anything?
What? Me? Order a princess about? Whatever are you thinking?
I forgot that. She thinks that Rincewind is a princess because of the long robe. This is going to get uncomfortable.
That looks interesting. Could I possibly have it then?
Certainly.
Oh, she's lovely, this woman, isn't she? This is a sort of adventure game rhetoric we need.
Nope, can't reach them. I better ask her first anyway.
I'm sure you could. Look how tall and willowy you are.
Jars. Yes, once again, a closer inspection does in fact reveal that they are jars. What's the matter? Don't you trust the written description?
No, I just want to hear your lovely dulcet tones, Rincewind. And the usual sass you come out with. You're never failing to disappoint on that regard.
An old woman. Well, I say old, but given the cruel abuses of this dingy level of technology, the possibilities of childhood malnutrition and debilitating diseases in later life, that gives a fair range, doesn't it? And even if she is old, I mean, old is a relative term. She's older to some people and younger to others.
Oh, well, that was elaborate. Right, here we go.
Hey there, your highness. And aren't you a pretty little girl?
Oh,
I'm not
no.
a little girl, I'm a powerful and dignified magician.
Why are you dressed up as a princess then?
I most certainly am not.
You've got a tall, pointy hat. All princesses have tall, pointy hats.
Look, it's not...
And a dress. A tall, pointy hat and a dress. That's a princess in my book.
So how do you explain the beard then, eh? Eh?
I thought that was just probably your peasant blood, dear. A lot of men find a bit of hair sultry and attractive.
I wish a lot of women did. I can't really see that this shop serves any valid social purpose at all. It all seems like a total waste of resources.
Don't be rude, you've picked up loads of stuff in here.
That's nice coming from a princess.
Look, for the last time, I am not a princess.
Okay, your highness.
Rincewind, you've been very rude to this woman who's been nothing but generous to you.
Look, all joking apart, what are you selling?
Well, your highness, this here is an adventure shop. It has all the marvellous things people need when they decide that their main calling in life is to find a hole in the ground, collect some friends, and then go delving into the underground, armed only with swords, rope, 10-foot poles, halberds, 6 torches, and a flask of oil.
Good gracious. And is there actually much of a demand for this?
No. It's all collectible trading cards these days. Dim wick, the smothering. It's taken all the fun out of the business. I can't even shift magic items anymore.
Magic items? What, elven cloaks, magic swords, boots of speed, that kind of thing?
That's the stuff. We don't really stock the boots anymore, though. We did have boots of domination, but a female barbarian already bought up those.
Oh my.
Do have a browse, your highness, and let me know if there's anything you want.
Deary me. Right.
Candles? You do candles?
Yes, your royal highness. I make them by hand. Well, I would make them by hand, but everyone just uses continual light spells these days. I don't really stock candles anymore. Those are just display models made out of plaster.
But you could make me some if you had the chance.
Oh, yes, love. I just need you to bring me the raw materials.
Ah, here we go.
Now, your grade A candle, that's made from dead whales. We used to use their nasal hairs, but these days a true pure white candle is made from spermaceti.
Where does that come from?
I never dared ask, love. Anyway, the next best thing is beeswax.
Beeswax, right.
We used to have a lovely bee milking parlour out the back. The bees insisted it was the only way to get the job done. Every evening, we'd round up the bees and settle them down in little chairs, give them all a newspaper, and let them wax away to their heart's content. Then someone pointed out that all we had to do was open up the hive and scoop out all the wax we want. The little buzzers had been having us on all along.
You just can't trust a bee, can you?
That's just what I always say, Your Royal Highness.
Oh, stop it.
What kingdom does she think we're a princess of?
Goodbye.
The city-state of Ankh-Morpork is a republic, I think. Yeah, it's ruled by a patrician. Although there was a lot of rumours in the books about a royal lineage, and that gets explored. See, the shop is here now. It was here. That's why I got confused looking at the map, because it's a wandering shop. If I stay on the map too long, it will change location again. Right, let's head to the plaza. Let's just get exploring Ankh-Morpork. Oh my wordity word.
This one looks good. Attack of the 50-foot dwarf. Should go down a treat with the local trolls.
Grab the poster.
I can't just steal a bunch of pixels, you know. Anyway, at this resolution, they're just too heavy.
Excuse me, you pick up bunches of pixels all the time. Now, here's someone from the first game.
Oh dear, the milkmaid. Big on blouse fillings and short on complex neurological pathways.
Don't be rude.
Boo-boo-be-doo.
Oh no.
Boo-boo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo. Boo-boo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo. Boo-boo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo. Oh, no, I just don't think this is working.
By the great beard of someone unusually well bearded. What happened to you? You were a milkmaid.
I was a dairy products distribution agent, thank you. All that's behind me now. I'm a thespian.
I'm sorry.
An actress. A star of stage and screen. I'm starring in a new clicky called Trolls Prefer Blondes.
Oh. And why do trolls prefer blondes?
Well, apparently I'm damn. What's that word for generic pop idol?
An icon?
No, icons grow on trees.
Those are acorns.
Really? I'm sure it wasn't acorns. Oh, well then. Maybe it was coconuts or melons then. I'm sure I heard it mentioned somewhere.
I think I'm beginning to get the idea.
Anyway, now I'm a famous pop coconut. It's ever so exciting.
Oh my goodness me.
So you're a clicky star now, are you?
Yeah, isn't it fun? They said my assets and experience perfectly suited me to the job.
Experience? You were a bloody milkmaid.
So?
I fail to see what milk production has to do with qualities of screen charisma. Ah. Oh, forget I said that. What a lovely dress. Very, very glittery, wouldn't you say? Not that I'm hinting about clues or anything.
Glitter is what all this clicky business is about.
God, they made this game slightly easier, so much so that Rincewind will often say, look, I'm giving you a clue. Will you pay attention, please?
Yet another empty-headed character. Nice glittery dress, though.
Nice glittery dress, though.
See you later.
Ah, okay, you've locked in your 72 Riddler. Congratulations. That's fantastic work. It must take a lot of scheduling.
Cut me own throat dibbler. The sort of itinerant merchant venturer that gives greed a bad name.
Now, look how different Dibbler looks compared to how he looked in the first game. And why is he wearing this rag? Where are you going, Rincewind? I'm asking you to talk to him. Alright, weird. Okay, sure.
Do it yourself popcorn. Just add heat and butter and maybe a frying pan. Also serves as catapult ammunition. Or excellent fishing sinkers. Come and get it while it's still in stock. Only one previous owner. I'm letting it go for less than mark price, and that's cutting me own throat. Popcorn!
So he's got a massively different voice and look than he did in the first game, which is never really explained. He's got this weird kind of mad scientist, toothy guy look, which is quite insane. And no shoes. Like, Dibbler isn't poor. It's a very strange, like, creative direction to have taken.
Is this all your life has to offer? I thought you might have, well, you know, improved yourself. Reached for higher goals.
I'm reaching, Gav, I'm reaching. Matter of fact, I'm going into clickies.
Yeah, it's the movie industry gold rush that started in the first game is reaching a bit of maturity in Discworld 2 now.
Clickies? Just what Ankh-Morpork needed, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah. For you, irony means sort of like iron, doesn't it? So we're into clickies now, are we? At last, the monkey has found the banana plantation.
Yep, moving pictures. Here, have a read of this.
Is he selling the big issue? Oh, it's big film.
Clickies.
Okay.
Oh, now there's romance for you. Hot dogs, popcorn, drink stands, the merry rumble of candy rolling down the aisles.
And the shows. Don't forget the actual clickies themselves.
What? Oh yeah, I mean the shows go without saying. Chocolate dipped ice cream, novelty drinking cups collected.
All about the
on
merch,
cards.
this guy.
I don't believe this. You mean to tell me that art has to take a second place to cheap licensing and marketing? Well, I can tell you that I'm above that sort of thing. Catch me being involved in some damn licensing scam? Ha! Fat chance. The last thing I'd ever do is allow myself to become involved in a shabby marketing ploy designed to use a famous name to sell a product which is in itself utterly devoid of any real... Right. Well, good luck with the career and I'll be off.
Did we mention the range of pewter figurines and exciting t-shirts this time?
Richard, where are you going? Well, we've got this lovely book. What is this lovely book?
Popcorn!
A brochure about do-it-yourself clickies.
Oh, independent film?
Be a clicky director in 10 easy steps. Make a clicky about your favourite subject. Dibbler Direct will show you how.
Ah, yes. Now, Akila, thank you for joining us. This is the milkmaid from the first game. She has indeed gone full Marilyn Monroe. I don't think we were done talking to you, Dibbler. It's just Rincewind had a sulk. Come back here. Come back here. Look at him shuffle along. Nowhere near determined as the first game.
Do it yourself popcorn! Just add heat and butter and maybe a frying pan. Also serves as catapult ammunition. Or excellent fishing sinkers.
You
Come and
did
get it
mention,
while
yes.
it's still in stock.
All right.
Only one previous owner. I'm letting it go for less than mark price, and that's cutting me own throat. Popcorn!
Popcorn! Getcha popcorn! I don't remember if I did this now or not. We'll talk about the actual corn.
No.
Don't knock me back until you've seen the goods, sir. Smashing stuff. Fine popping grains lovingly swept from the warehouse floor.
Why has he got little rat's hairs mixed up all through it?
Just keeping the grains warm, sir. An added extra and no additional charge.
Oh, all right then. Anything to keep you quiet.
Popcorn! We've got ourselves some popcorn! It's just corn. It's just corn. We haven't even popped it. We're not done with you yet.
I suppose if I ever need a devious, slimy, utterly shameless clicky director, I'll know where to come. Gosh. Now that has to be a nested hint.
Yes, I get it, Rincewind.
I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else.
A lot of foreshadowing goes into those little candle remarks. The new style is funky now, Akila's saying. Yes, it's very sort of like 90s cartoon. Everything's wonky and curved and twisted. Obviously, it being on a little globe is kind of weird for the Discworld because the Discworld is intrinsically flat. So that's very, very strange. This is Ankh-Morpork, but obviously not as we remember it. It's much more green tinted for some reason. Pelican!
Novelty stuff. Now this looks interesting. I wonder what they are, not to mention what use they could possibly be.
I want novelty stuff.
Very knocked down about that all. I should report them to the Better Homes and Gardens people.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I don't think that comes into it yet. Oh, a hammerhead shark and a fish.
A good assortment of fish. I wonder if they're all undead too. A hammer-headed shark. They're called hammerhead sharks, you know, because their head is shaped like a hammer. See? Now you can say you've used your computer for educational purposes.
Oh, educational stream even. The round Discworld. That's the thing now, Akilo, actually. In later Discworld books, they started becoming aware of a place called Round World, and they started studying it in Unseen University. But as you can probably guess, Round World was our world.
Seafaring, fish-eating bird. I hope he's not looking for his dinner in the River Ankh. At least not without a pick and a shovel.
Oof. So in the Discworld, they're actually canonically aware of the planet Earth.
I don't think I can reach him.
How do we get him down? Do you want this? Come and get it. Ooh. Yeah, the River Ankh is, the water is so thick.
Closer if I were you. It's only called water because of the position it occupies between the river bottom and the sky. Here, try and dive onto that and you'll dent more than your hat. I'm not swimming in that, or walking on it for that matter.
The River Ankh in this city is really weird. And now we have a pelican. How you like it? Do you like it? That's my pelican. Can I pick up the shark?
Oh, it's stuck inside the net.
Cut the net then. Pull the net. Oh, my cursor is stuck as a, you see that? It bugged out for a little minute. It was stuck as a window resizing thing. What's over here? A hook? Little of this, little of that. Lovely view of the city. That's kind of it. I think we need to come back to get the hammerhead shark. The rationale for all of this bunkum will become apparent as we go through, but we're not there yet. So we need to... There's still loads of places we haven't looked. I keep hovering over the shades because the shades is very big. I'm deciding not to go there yet. We're going to go to the cemetery first. Oh my word.
What's this one saying? Only sleeping? He's fooling no one but himself.
Pickaxe.
A pick. Let's just leave it at that and not be picky.
Now have less of your puns, Mr. Rincewind.
A suffragesta. Ah, now that's what I like about modern times. A woman is free to take her place, stride boldly forth, and get totally ignored just like all the rest of us.
We shall overcome.
She's protesting.
We shall overcome.
Overcome what?
What was that, fascist?
I'm asking just what it is that you want to overcome. Who tied you up like this?
I've tied myself here, yeah, me, pig. Now try and repress me out of that.
You tied yourself up?
It's an act demonstrating freedom, see? Well, it demonstrates my freedom to tie myself to anything I want to, whenever I want to. That's one of your basic human rights, right? And I'll fight to keep a hold of it.
You mean you want to fight for the right to lose your freedom?
Right on. Don't you want to know what I'm protesting about?
I was half hoping to avoid it, but do go on.
I'm protesting for the right to have female members of the Fools and Jesters Guild, and I will not be moved.
Why are you protesting about it over here in the cemetery? Why don't you go and do it outside the Jesters Guild?
They never have anything worth tying yourself to over at that end of town. I like this, though. Quite a nice little steak, if you don't mind my saying so. Not an absolute prime choice, mind, but getting there.
Then by all means be my guest. Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
Yeah, she's protesting. I don't think she learned the news that Rincewind has actually blown up the Fools Guild. Just casually didn't mention that.
What's this one? If unattended, please ring bell.
Oh, hello. Well, I never.
Ah! Ha ha! Another one! Go find your own grave, you rotten fool!
Don't be rude.
Windle? Gad! That's my private name. Ah, you still remember, lad? Oh, great days they were. Great days. Life? You don't know what life is until you're dead. It was great, all that breathing and walking around in the fresh air. Oh, I tell you, if I had my time all over again, I wouldn't reincarnate.
So, how are you adjusting then?
Oh, I'll never get used to this grave, I'll tell you. The walls are so thin. All you can do here is lie around and listen to what the neighbours say.
So, what's it like? Being dead, I mean.
Oh, I've had enough of it. 3 hours are too long for a start. Here, keep the wretched dead and alive hole.
Wait, what am I supposed to do with a grave?
Use it as a small swimming pool,
I can't swim.
I never said you had to fill it with water, did I? Yoicks and away!
Right. Well, it looks like I have a real mission then. I either restore death to his rightful place, or else we'll be up to our armpits in gaunt, dark-eyed young Gothic girls dressed in black, all pretending that they can quote romantic poetry. Actually, that doesn't sound bad at all. Nah. Onward!
Here he goes into the crypt. Oh my. A slab.
Aha! Mounted beneath the coffin. A sort of primitive anti-gravity system. Oh, another coffin. You know, I think I'm really getting the hang of this object identification thing.
Yeah, alright, Rincewind, settle down.
I can't reach it from here.
We don't have a ladder anymore, do we? That was the last game. Why do you keep all the stuff from the last game?
There's nothing I could do would move it.
Couldn't you climb it? Lots of little handy holes. You just need to apply yourself a bit more, Rincewind, I think. Get through so many of life's problems. So Rincewind, not Rincewind, Windle has left. Basically, he's going to show up throughout the game trying to find somewhere to, well, be dead. And it's not really working. You alright here, my dear?
We shall overcome.
Yep.
We shall overcome.
Uh-huh.
Overcome what?
What was that, fascist?
Oh, we've done all this. I don't need to speak to you again about that. I think you can tap escape quite handily to skip through a lot of the very long-winded but very appreciable dialogue in Discworld 2. Right, I have put it off long enough. I think we need to go to the shades and really start getting into the guts of the city. Look at this. Oh, there he is.
Hello. And what in the world are you? Mm-hmm. Yes.
Spare a gold
Well, I didn't understand a word of that at all.
Spare
Sorry.
a gold piece.
And off he goes. That's Death of Rats. There are so many rats on the Discord, they have their own Reaper.
Well, the one saving grace is that the loss of the poor fellow's cranium probably didn't interfere with his thinking.
Pub called the Troll's Head, which has an actual troll's head on it.
What? Walk around here carrying a troll's head?
And then I remember in a few of our later Discworld 1 streams, Skiffy was talking about foul old Ron. And here he is. But he is completely mad, so we're going to be talking to him a little bit later.
A coffee pot. Well, I say coffee, if you could call it that. Whatever it is, if you drink it, you'll at least be dead, if not dead sober. You have to be kidding. Any more sober and we bring down the rating of this game.
Oof. Am I remembering rightly I can bang some grains in this?
I'd have to be drunk before I put it in there.
Alright, that can be arranged. But, there's Gimlets. We should go to Gimlets, really, shouldn't we? Oh, one of my little dogs has come in the room. Hello. You good girl. She's coming in and getting settled. I need to implement getting a dog clip cam on the stream. It's something I'm working on in the background. Gonna have it so you can redeem dog clips. Hopefully, all being well.
Aha, a menu. I wonder what they serve here.
You won't like it. You won't like it, Rincewind. It's a dwarven restaurant.
Let's see what we have here. Rodent in a bun, rodent in a bag, live rodent on brochette, and stunned rodent cordon bleu prepared in a white wine sauce with shallots, truffles and small potatoes. Oh, damn, they only serve that one on alternate Tuesdays.
Order up. This is another location from the books, a dwarven restaurant where they serve rats, because dwarves eat rats a lot in the Discworld. Oh, here he is. There's the rat, look.
Hey there, sir. Hey there. What can I cook for you? We got the meals for one and all, a fixed price menu, and everything come with a pickle.
What's on the menu?
Oh, mice,
Oh,
sir.
mice.
Mostly
Sorry,
mice.
not rats. How rude
Ethnic
of me.
dwarf cuisine, sir. I got 'em baked, I got 'em glazed, I even got 'em on a stick.
Mice? You mean you're dishing out rodents?
Not just any old mice, sir. Big, fat ones. Prime squeakers, sir. Good pink noses, no finer in Ankh-Morpork.
What makes you say that?
Operation of the jaw. Tongue and vocal cords, sir. And then the words just fly out. Oh, sorry, you meant the food. Very select rodents, sir. And hygienically prepared, sir.
Rodents hygienically prepared? How?
I always wash my hands after touching them, sir.
Fair
Alright.
enough. Can't say fairer than that.
Oh, look. Rat burger. We'll get there.
A rodent bar. How lovely.
Prime eaten, sir. Vol au vents and ratatouille. Fresh caught at the table, sir.
And do you cook them?
Cook? And ruin the flavor?
Alright, okay.
This may sound a daft question, but don't you have anything that isn't rodents?
We do have rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah, granite, quartz, some prime cuts of obsidian, fresh today from the quarry for my troll customers. Even some candy rock for afters. I know it's not mice, but, well, he seemed wise to spread my clientele, sir. Go for the troll dollar, that sort of thing.
Trolling for more customers?
That's the one.
Yeah, on the Discworld, trolls are actually made of rock. And they eat rocks.
All right then.
Ugh.
One extra rare mouse burger.
Right, sir. Hey, I think I can hear one of the little squeakers now.
Here he is. There you go. Can't get much fresher than that.
There you are, sir. Extra rare.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's put that in there for now.
Mousy. I will hold him and cuddle him and name him George. Or something like that.
Kilo in chat saying, don't tell Drea, they only support people burgers. I get it. Yeah, Oh, a chili. We're going to steal the chili. And the bowl. You can't be doing this at restaurants, Vince. Come
Chili
on.
powder. I taste test this stuff, but the animation budget won't stretch to a proper demonstration of the results. So you're just going to have to take it on faith for this one, okay?
Alright, okay, yeah. Don't worry, it's a cartoon. I know it's going to... Anyway, we're not done with you, Mr. Gimlets.
Rodent in a bun, rodent in a bag, live rodent en brochette, and stunned rodent cordon bleu prepared in a white wine sauce with shallots, truffles, and small potatoes. Oh, damn, they only serve that one on alternate Tuesdays.
I mean, as we've been discussing the change of art style, Discworld Noir does another change of art style where it's all kind of 90s CGI and pre-rendered backgrounds and things like that. So each game in the Discworld trilogy is very, very distinct.
Candy Rock, that's right, sir. It's like a toffee for trolls.
Gimme.
Very chewy toffee for trolls. It might have a bit too much mica in it. The only problem is that it can make the teeth fall out. Bad for them, you see, sir. But I tell a lie, because we're out of it at the moment. Someone ate all the wheels off the delivery vehicle. Happens about once a week, that does. Must be a la carte menu.
You stop that.
Raw mice au naturel. Why is it I have such a sense of foreboding and dread?
Because something awful is going to happen
Well,
to
that's
you
it
in
for
order
now.
to get the mouse's blood. Something awful, unfortunately, is going to happen to the mouse too.
I wonder if this is that cafe au lait everyone keeps going on about.
No, not quite. Anyway, off we pop. We're done here for now. We've got the mouse. We're gathering the elements for the spell one by one, bit by bit, as much as it seems like we're sort of blundering around. I'm sort of leaving the beggars for now, just because it's a very, very, very long-winded conversation, even by Discworld standards. We do need to speak to them, but I'm going to get a lay of the land of the actual shades first. And as you can tell, it's very different from the shades in Discworld. Okay, yep, here he is, yep. So the dead are being collected in the street because no one's dying properly.
Oh, lovely. A cartload of corpses. Still, I suppose it's nice to get out for a bit of a ride in the fresh air. So this is the dead collector, huh? When I was a lad, I just used to collect butterflies. I suppose
Right.
it's just a matter of scaling up.
We'll deal with you in a moment. I want to go in here, which I think is the morgue. Oh yeah, very gloomy, very atmospheric. This looks more like the colour palette that was used in Discworld 1, doesn't it? A wardrobe. That looks like Rinswing's wardrobe.
Can you imagine what horrors that could be kept in here? Fortunately, it's locked.
Knife. We need that. That was a bit of pixel hunting, but we saw it. Not as much pixel hunting in this version because the higher resolution, I guess.
A sharp cutting blade.
Ooh. Well, I know we can use that, and we'll get to that in a moment. Slops.
Slops. I don't think we ought to examine this one too closely.
Nah, get your slops on.
I'm not putting my hands in there.
Brilliant British cuisine.
A poster. Ah. Neo-Fauvist post-cubist surrealism, I see. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's upside down. Let's
Grab.
leave the scenery alone.
Now, you might notice he says that doesn't work significantly less.
I guess this is the bucket they all kick before they go.
Way.
Nope. Afraid it's welded to the floor.
Now, in this mortuary, in this morgue, there is often an operator, but he's not here at the moment. He must be showing
Just
up
the
later.
thing for putting his equipment on.
Yeah, his equipment. He's kind of
Give
hinting
it
at
a
that.
go, but I think that local surgical appliance technology might not be quite up to the task. I'd need a good reason before I'd lie on that cold slab.
And you'll have one. We'll get to it. But anyway, this is a witch. This is Granny Weatherwax, who's a very famous Discworld character from the books. She has a sign on her that says, I ain't dead, because even though she's very intelligent, she's almost kind of illiterate as well. And essentially, what she's doing is she's meditating and astral traveling. When she does so, her body goes into such a state of catatonia that she has to have a label on her that says she isn't dead, because and it obviously hasn't worked because she's been taken to the morgue. Or is it that she comes here on purpose for peace and quiet? I can't remember. but she's sort of astrally traveling. She can kind of possess animals when she does it and all sorts of cool stuff. But she goes so still and barely breathes, if not stops breathing when she does it, that she gets assumed to be a corpse whenever she does it. So she has to put a label on herself.
Jars, eh? I'd say somebody around here has a pickling fetish.
I wonder what a pickling fetish is like.
I'm already in enough of a pickle.
Fair.
As she can't answer, there doesn't really seem any point.
That's very presumptuous of you. I think actually we can speak to Granny Weatherwax later, but not quite yet. So we will get there. We will get there, Rincewind. You're not off the hook.
Bring out your living dead.
Oh, God.
Bring out your living dead. Dead collected, corpses transported. Guaranteed disposal to far-off climes. The dear departed stay departed. They like it so much they never come back. Highly recommended service. Well, obviously the transportees themselves won't recommend us, but complaints are never ever received either. Bring out your living dead.
Yeah, economic response to no one dying properly.
Dead, sir?
Dead? Of course I'm not dead. Do I look dead?
No, hard to tell sometimes these days, sir. It's just that if you're dead, then you're stuck in trade. Our post-mortem travel service offers dozens of very exciting internment locations.
Look, I am not dead.
Look, you seem a little bit peaky. Why don't you just hop on the old cart for a minute, and if you pop off, then it saves us all a lot of trouble.
If it's all the same to you, I think I'll avoid resting my backside on a pile of carrion.
Suit yourself, sir. I'm sure they don't mind.
Foreign climes?
Foreign
For a
climes?
corpse?
Well, corpses have needs too, sir. It's not all just fun and games being dead. There's a sudden stiffness in the joints, continual growth of hair and fingernails, not to mention noisy poltergeists and neighbours who dislike being gnawed.
Ignored?
No, gnawed. You know, maggots and such like. Pshaw. Should hear the way some of them go on about it. I mean, it's not like there's anything I can do about it. Still, I thought the offer of a few exotic locations for internment might soften the blow, as it were, sir.
Hear me, there are a lot of black comedy jokes about death in this game.
So, how is business these days?
Tailing off, to tell you the truth, sir. Most of the dead hereabouts nowadays provide their own transport.
What? They just start walking around all by themselves?
Yeah, bloody cheek. One minute you've got a livelihood, and the next minute everyone decides to be a zombie, all posh-like, and starts walking about and frightening school children. I've had to ruin myself, making my service more attractive.
Attractive? How?
Well, used to be we'd just take the stiffs and chuck them into the plague pit outside of the town. No, beautiful ceremony it was. Very touching, watching them slide down and go thump at the bottom of the hole. Real poignant, like. Now, though, you have to make it seem more attractive than wandering the streets as one of the walking dead. So now we offer transport to foreign climes. You know, sun, beaches, relaxation, that sort of thing. Hopefully it's just what your freshly snuffed corpse desires. A good holiday to get some of the kinks out.
Posthumous travel services. I wonder if he gets many return customers.
You stop that. You stop that.
Bye!
Bye! Right, we're going down the pub. It's quite enough of all this. There we go. In your pub. Well, I never.
Barkeeper, I'll have a pint of
More
Winkle's
tactful
extra flatulent,
accents.
my good man. Down here! Oi! I said I'll have... Oi, come back here. Don't you know who I am? I am Casananda, the second greatest lover who ever lived, and the ladder salesman extraordinaire. Come back!
Casananda. He's a famous Discworld character too.
Casananda, the world's second greatest lover. It would seem that small things do go a long way.
Right, speaking of small things, I want these Pixel Hunty matches, please. Lovely. Come on then, Casananda, let's get you done. Not like that. Not the way you like.
And you are?
I am Casananda, ladder salesman and lover extraordinaire.
I don't know if there's anything particularly ordinary about that.
Oh, no.
How we danced, how we danced through the night. We danced
Sorry about him.
and we danced till our socks were alive.
Are you going to do that again?
So you're the world's greatest lover, are you?
Second greatest, really. But the way I look at it, if people think you're number 2, then they know you try harder.
Please don't take that tone with me.
So, what does the world's second greatest lover do with his time?
Oh, I'm always
indeed.
looking for fresh challenges, sir. I look at it as my duty to bring a romance and step ladders into the lives of beautiful women everywhere.
Ladders, you say? That's an adventure game staple.
This ladder of yours.
Ah, the finest ladder in all of the disc. The old equalizer, you might say. It allows the lover of a reduced altitude the opportunity to kiss his lady on the cheek instead of on the...
That's quite enough of that. Now look, I need a ladder. Can you get me one?
Oh, no, I only have one. And I need it for my romantic adventures. Introduce me to a beautiful woman, closer to the ground. A wild woman, a fair and beauteous flower. And the ladder shall be yours.
I hope it comes wash and wear. Find some woman comatose enough to listen to that lot without screaming. That's a laugh for a start.
Well, funny you mention it. The answer could be closer than you
Let's
think.
just stop all this now.
I forgot he says that. I forgot he says that. It will just get to the end of a conversation. Right, stop this right now. Hello, Dan. Thank you for joining us.
What will it be, lady?
Greetings to you, my good man. And who might you be?
Who?
You. I'm asking you what your name is. Who are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Amazing, isn't it? In any other city, you'd be mayor by now. Just tell me what alcohol you have to drink. And by that, I mean something which neither eats through the glass bottle, serves as host to a colony of sentient protozoa, or ends me up in any obscure, farcical little problems with chaos theory and butterflies.
That's all we've got. Protozoa. They're only little protozoa.
Ciliate or non-ciliate?
I think they're mostly rotifers.
Brilliant. He can't tie his shoes, but he can classify microorganisms. There's one for the education system. All right, give me one very alcoholic drink, complete with sentient rotifers.
You want I should make it look pretty with a couple of little amoebas on a steak?
All right, whatever. And they say the art of cocktail mixing is long dead.
Comes in its own little keg. Oh, it's a tankard. All right then.
A tankard of ale. Well, sort of ale anyway, if you forgive the busy little creatures swimming in it. Oh, look, some of them are waving.
Oh dear, there's something going on with the Discworld, isn't there? Right, do you think that's nuts? Let's talk to the vampire in the corner over here. There he is.
One vampire. And a pathetic looking one at that. I suppose you might classify him not as undead, but more as anti-living. And look at his teeth. I bet they'd get the blood out of anything.
Yeah, we'll get to
I
that.
wonder if they're real.
Oh, blood.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Nothing. Just trying to get into the role, that's all.
So, you're a vampire then?
Indeed. Child of darkness, hell brethren, that sort of thing. Well, it's a job. Someone's got to do it.
So what do you do? I mean, I've often wondered just how a vampire spends its time.
Well, I am the
Don't say
knight,
it
you
to the
see.
vampire.
No, not really.
Well, that is just my point. How is anybody supposed to be the knight? It's not much of a job description now, is it? It's not as if you're even asked. Just one night you're walking home and woof, you're a vampire.
Is it that bad though? I mean, think of all the advantages.
What advantages? You tell me.
Ooh, lower food bills, low cost housing, And black goes with everything, of course.
Yeah, but it's this whole night thing that gets me. I never stayed out beyond 8 p.m. in the old days, and now look at me. It's like the black hole of Jelly Baby out there. I keep falling over. Being undead doesn't mean I've got eyes like a cat, you know. I mean, I wish I had, but I haven't. So if I want to do any really good stalking, I have to carry a lantern, which pretty much defeats the whole business. I look silly.
Well, is there some way other than just stalking?
Well, I tried advertising. Wanted victims to be drained of their lifeblood by a hungry vampire. Yeah, you'd be astonished at how little response there was.
Quite.
And when I thought about it, the whole business seemed wrong. So I decided to give the whole blood thing a miss and start sucking something else. So I started on strawberry jam.
Did it work?
Well, it tastes better, but now look what's happened. See? I rotted my teeth. Who ever heard of a vampire with false teeth?
I'd sympathise with you more if I didn't have this awful foreboding that I'm going to have to use you later on as part of some overcomplicated little scheme.
Well, yes.
You're not a vampire?
I am! Look! I've got the cloak! I've even got the frilly shirt. Think I'd be seen wearing this lot if I was alive? Look at this! That's for draining blood, that is. Yeah, terrified now, eh? Frozen by my powers. Hypnotized by the terror that strikes out of the night.
Gothic horror is dead at last. I wonder if anybody will miss it. So, this is it. You just gonna sit in here and avoid being a vampire at all? Haven't you got somewhere better to go than a seedy little bar?
Where should I go? Oh, you ought to see my home, my friend. A coffin at the graveyard. You call that comfort, 'cause I don't. I'll creep into the crypt at the dawn and not a moment before.
Now Akito in chat is likening the vampire to Jeff Goldblum, which I've never seen before and I don't think I can unsee now.
A toothless old vampire drinking a Bloody Mary without much Mary? Can life or undeath offer any deeper degradation than this? If it does, I'm sure we'll soon find out. Well, that's it for now.
Yeah, we'll need this guy a little later, but for now, let's see. Can I talk to Casananda? I already know where the woman he's looking for is, so can I reveal that to him?
This ladder of yours.
Ah, the finest ladder in all of the disc. The old equalizer, you might say. It allows the lover of a reduced altitude the opportunity to kiss his lady on the cheek instead of on the...
That's quite enough of that. Now look, I need a ladder. Can you get me one?
Oh, no, I only have one. And I
Rince
need
Wendy
it for
doesn't
my
have the only
romantic
ladder on the Discworld, does he?
adventures.
Like
Introduce
two in the
me to
last
a
game.
beautiful woman, closer
Oh,
to
this
the
guy.
ground, a wild woman, a fair and beauteous flower, and the ladder shall be yours.
I hope it comes wash and wear.
Right, it's quite enough of all that.
Let's just stop all this now.
Let's just stop all this now. Every so often, Rince Wendy's had enough. Stop all this now. Can anyone stop talking, please? Right, I believe, unless I'm misremembering, which happens several times a stream, I do admit, I think the woman close to the ground is Granny Weatherwax down here. He'd have to be a brave man to try and speak with Granny Weatherwax in that way.
As she can't answer, there doesn't really seem any point.
Yeah, but can you see...
Granny Weatherwax. Tough lady, this one. Best to let her get the beauty sleep she so obviously needs.
Don't be rude. This is... I wonder how I signal that to him, because obviously that's the woman that we need to speak to. Maybe something has to happen first to kind of trigger Rincewind to say it, or maybe I can return to Casananda and say it then. But we'll get to that in a moment. We still haven't really checked in with the beggars. I've been putting it off because, ironically, I was saying I don't want to get too bogged down in lots of long conversations. But it's pretty much all we've done since we got here. So why break the habit of a lifetime?
Oh, bugger it.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, bugger 'em. Millennium hand and shrimp. The buns, all over. You young spiders. I told them, put that in your trumpet. Millennium hand and shrimp. Blow that for a game of trousers. Was there something you wanted?
He's got some boots and a bucket And you might have seen he's got this presence above him, this green presence. That's his smell. His smell is so bad that it's sentient.
Look,
Talking. I'm good at that. Most of the time I talk to myself, because it's nice to hear an intelligent person speak. Millennium and shrimp. You can blow that out of your teapot and no mistake. I'm as sane as the next man. Listen.
Look at
I
that
just hope I
coughing.
never meet the next man, but I probably
Give me
will.
COVID flashback.
You were busy, man. I can see that.
Right, I've really got behind on me mumbling and shouting out loud quote of the day.
He's been putting his hand behind his back, settling in because he knows he's going to be here a while.
I see the local care in the community scheme is hard at work.
Millennium and shrimp.
Of course, a really caring community would probably have moved him further downwind. Those are boots you're cooking, aren't they?
Prime boots with stench attached. They smell like shoes, you know. Gotta have lots of boots to maintain a real fine stink, you know. Get off. There's plenty for everyone.
God, these guys are making a right old ruckus.
It's beans, roasted beans in water. They say there's nothing like a nice cup of coffee to clear the mind. Mind you, I prefer
Oh, God.
a good hot cup of ice up for the day. A good deal of old boots and mud, and a man can laugh at the
Can't hear him over the other background coughing.
Spiders, mumble, sticking like sticky paper, and lying, millennium hand and shrimp, lying.
Oh my word.
Some might say that this chap lacks a firm grasp upon reality.
Yeah, bugger 'em. Bugger 'em all.
My personal theory is that he has a very firm grasp upon reality. It's simply not a reality the rest of us have ever met before.
Much clearer font in this game. I know that's a weird observation.
Well, that's it for now.
It's much clearer.
Do you suppose any of the stuff is a use, or is it just background colour?
Well, that's why I asked you to look at it, Rinswick. There's the
A
smell.
vile smell? An ambulatory vile smell? Yes, well, that's brought some life into my day. Even though his odour seems solid enough, I doubt that I could catch it with my hands.
We're going to need to obtain his scent for reasons I don't really want to get into, and we'll be doing that a little bit later. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Yeah, spare a grope for a... spare a... Yeah, dame. Forgotten what I was asking now.
Henry Coffin.
Oh, please, just go away.
Yeah, give me some money, mate. Just get... Sorry, sir. I didn't... I didn't realise you were so close.
Yeah, bugger 'em. Bugger 'em all.
He'll probably wash off.
Oh, dearie me. Basically, the beggars of Ankh-Morpork have kind of perfected their craft. These are kind of the head beggars. One of them is mad, and wears a duck on his head and denies having a duck on his head.
Now look.
Oh, God.
Never mind.
Millennium and shrimp.
Do you serve any useful purpose at all?
Yes, mate. I'm a social figure, I am. I get
Keep that in chat.
non-invited.
A dog on
to
his
all the
head.
best
It was a duck on his head. Maybe the dog's heard about the duck and got
city,
hungry.
I do.
What do you mean, non-invited?
Oh, you know.
Sounds like they're giving Cranky quite a run around, or
address,
Lola I should say.
And they pays me money not to turn up. I can't understand why myself. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Gull. No, don't rub it off. It only works it deeper into the cloth.
So basically, the players at the beggars have become so disgusting and grotesque that they get donations to not turn up at places, not loiter outside certain buildings and that kind of thing. They've 100% leaned into the beggar trade.
I'd probably have more to say, but I'm afraid I keep being distracted by this bloody dreadful smell.
There's your clue.
Well, that's it for now.
And then, of course, here is it the duck man? It's the duck man. And a pot. Can I have that pot?
Clay pot. I wonder what that was used for.
Let's not dwell on it. Oh, I thought there'd be a whole argument, but I just took it. Okay, great.
Spare a gold piece, sir. Spare a gold piece.
I don't know why the art style is such in Discworld 2 that everyone is wearing a rag with bare feet. This is happening everywhere, including like not just beggars, but like Dibbler had it, and he's like relatively affluent. There's just this weird thing where everyone's got like a smock sort of tunic on with a hood, baggy sleeves, and their feet out. And this wasn't the case in Discworld 1 at all. It's really weird.
A whole gold piece? Most people don't earn that in a month.
Well, the streets are swarming with beggars, sir. So I just thought I'd establish myself in a different niche market. You know, beggar to the upper gentry.
Oh, really?
So, as I say, sir, any gold pieces to spare? Perhaps raw bullion? Shares? Futures? That sort of thing?
Oh, stop it. And go and do something about that duck.
What duck?
You wouldn't say there's anything in the slightest bit unusual in your appearance at all?
No? Why?
Nothing that, say, when viewed in a mirror, might give you pause for thought?
What's a mirror, sir?
We may, in fact, have reached the root of the problem. However, it's a silly problem, and so I am suddenly going to stop talking to you.
There.
What's in the pot?
Coffee Olay.
Olay?
No, Olay. We stole it from a bullfighter. Got to
Stop
stay
that.
sharp, sir. Otherwise the bull might get in an illegal punch.
Ooh, fresh coffee. Can I try some?
No.
Rude.
Nah, don't think I really want to handle this one. Correspondence would be welcomed.
Huh.
Let's just stop all this now.
Love it when he ends a conversation. Let's just stop all this. Not the. Wait.
A saw! At last, I have seen a saw!
Yeah, you nearly got me with the old background graphic trick, but I got a bit wily. I got a bit wise. Unusually, I think. Let's not get into the hubris, otherwise this stream is pretty much over. Now, I know that there's another location that I can't seem to find on the map, unless I have to find it from elsewhere, or unless it's in the shades and I missed it. There's that shop, it's not the shop I'm looking for. I'm going to quickly pop into the shades from the other side. There we go, yes. There's a part of the shades I haven't explored.
Looks like the door to some secret society. Or my name isn't Brother Rincewind.
There he goes.
Hello there!
Ha! A likely story. That's just the sort of attitude I've come to expect from you living fascists.
What? I never said a word.
Words, yeah, right. That's where it starts. Dead common. Dead boring. You've used them. Don't say you haven't.
I'm not prejudiced. I'm dead set against it.
See,
Oh, God.
There you go. If there's ever going to be any justice for us undead, then we have to start at the grassroots.
Oh, a bit lower than that, surely.
Don't you try to dictate our level of activity. Lively, dead right. That's what we want. So if you're not dead, then drop dead. This club's for the children of the night, so if you want to live it up, right, you go elsewhere.
So yeah, the undead, there's so many undead in Ankh-Morpork because of the death crisis that they're starting to demand equal rights, things like that. They're just getting very agitated about the prejudice they face from living people, which makes sense. I don't know what this graphic is. It's very pretty, but it looks like some sort of chaos magic sigil. Here she is. Here's the shop I'm looking for. What is this? A genie bottle?
Genie bottle, eh? Obviously a good home for beings of the non-substantial persuasion.
I happen to know one of them.
I better ask her about buying it.
No, you won't like it if you get talking to her.
No, I don't think so. I have a nasty feeling that this skull motif will come up a lot later on.
Lovely organ sound in here, isn't there? I'm wondering why this guy doesn't light up. Look at that. Star. No. This is Mrs. Cake, by the way. Everyone say hello to Mrs. Cake.
Crystal ball, complete with test pattern.
Read the crystal ball.
Guess I don't know how to work it. Mrs. Cake, you'd think a hat that size would sap her strength, wouldn't you?
Is it? Oh, I haven't been outside.
Hello there. Nice day, eh?
What? How dare you?
Right. Dialogue puzzle.
Well, now you're just talking rubbish. Order your thoughts, young man.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right.
Is it? Oh, I haven't been outside.
Hello there. Nice day, eh?
What? How dare you?
Right. So you can maybe tell. Essentially, what's happening is she is a medium, so she is sensing what we say before we've said it. The conversation is therefore playing backwards. So we need to feel out the puzzle and find the right solutions. A little bit of trial and error in order to say what she expects to hear next from the point of view that she's already heard it.
Well, now you're just talking rubbish.
And that means I've done it wrong.
Young man.
So if we do it right, she will realise that she's in precognition mode and it's not being helpful. And she'll return to kind of the land of the living and speak with us properly.
Is it? Oh, I haven't been outside.
Hello there. Nice day, eh?
What? How dare you?
It's a bit laborious, but we do need this character for something, so that's why I'm trying to get to the bottom of this.
Well, now you're just...
Oh dear.
Is it?
Oh no. I've clicked on everything except the one I think I need.
Look, I believe you're fouling up this whole conversation.
What do you mean? How do I do it?
That implies a question.
I just don't believe the hash you're making of a simple conversation. How are you managing to do it?
Ooh, yes, that's what I am. Why? Does it show?
Oh.
She's talking like she already knows what I'm going to say.
There we go.
Is she a clairvoyant?
Well, it's nice to start all over again. I'm sorry about all that. Sometimes I forget I've left it on, you see.
Which implies a greeting.
Hello there. Nice day. Oh, damn it, we're back here again.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn my precognition off. There we are. That should be much easier.
Right, now we can have a proper conversation for those of us locked into the actual linear passage of time.
Thank heavens that's all over.
I'm so very sorry about that, young man. I'll forget my own head next. Now, how may I help you?
A psychic, eh? Well, who'd have thought it?
You did, dear, about 3 minutes from now.
Do you really get away with all this? Just pretending to read other people's thoughts for a living?
Well, it's not as if I'm making money at it. Ask most people to cross your palm with silver and they look at you like you're some sort of beggar. The only fringe benefit these days is the ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm? What do you use that for?
Never you mind.
Ooh. Now, Rincewind, I find it a little bit insulting on behalf of Mrs. Cake that you just experienced Mrs. Cake being psychic and you're like, oh, psychic, I don't believe in that.
I am too.
You're not really a psychic.
I will.
Prove it.
All right, ask them.
I know. Answer my questions.
Blue.
Describe my favourite colour.
A rash.
Describe what I got for my birthday.
Fat, toothless and covered with sauce.
Describe my breakfast.
Frilly underwear.
Nope. I just can't remember what I meant to ask just then.
I do, and you ought to wash your mind with soap and water. Now, why don't you just go off about your business, or I'll tell all the nice audience about what you keep in your sock drawer.
Might I borrow that genie bottle you have on the shelf up there?
I'll tell you what, you can have the bottle, but only if you get me some nice, fresh ectoplasm.
Ectoplasm? What? That stuff that drips down walls? Sort of ghostly goo?
That's the stuff. Nice and slippery.
Won't the wallpaper get all sticky?
That's what the punters want these days, dear. They don't think you're a proper psychic unless there's ectoplasm sloshing all over the place.
All right, then.
Where does ectoplasm come from, anyway?
Ooh, you can wring it out of spirits if you can catch them. Squish it out of them like wringing laundry.
Now, you might recall something we did last stream to the poor fool and Chucky, which means we happen to have some ectoplasm on our person.
Is there much of a commercial call for ectoplasm? Usually pause for thought. Let's just stop all this now.
Let's just stop all this now. That's the that doesn't work of Discworld 2. Let's just stop all this now.
Yeah,
There you go.
take it and choke.
Rincewind, please, you're so rude. Take it and choke. Just be like, here you go. Right, we got the bottle. And a fat load of lip from you besides.
Empty genie bottle. 3 wishes and whoosh, he's off into retirement. What kind of a job is that? Actually, that sounds like a very good job.
Right, okay. So this is something we're going to need for the ritual as we go along. I think so, because we need a very powerful, overpowering scent, don't we? Yes.
One smell. Vile.
Right, so believe it or not, we are on our way to a lot of these things. It just takes a little bit of, well, puzzling, because it's Discworld. Off he goes. I do miss his little fists that he had in Discworld 1 when he was walking. We need to go back to university. We haven't actually explored everywhere here yet. High energy facility, dining hall. Could go back to the dining hall and talk to the Arch Chancellor, but not much point right now because we definitely have not been to the garden. Here it is. The knob.
There just had to be a knob at the end of the course.
Devil playing croquet.
The bursar. A man apparently unravaged by any sense of guilt. Otherwise he'd stop mucking about and give me a little bit of help for a change.
Riddler in chat is saying, I almost ended the run. I'm glad that I didn't. We're definitely on schedule for Wednesday and keeping your streak alive happily.
Hello there. Fine day for it.
You see? My spleen still remembers.
Remembers what?
Well, it remembers. I don't.
Nice game.
What? Bloody varnish industry. That's what's behind it.
What?
It's them. They drain all the sap out of them, you see. Tree vampires, that's what I call them.
Look,
Makes the wood too light. No stiffness to it. See these croquet mallets? Not heavy enough to make a decent clout. Find me another mallet, boy, and I'll show you how we did it in the old days.
Deary me. There's a lot of burbling nonsense in Discworld 2, far more than in Discworld 1, if you can believe that. There's a lot of sort of just like randomness humour, but there are still clues in the jokes if you can find them, and he's just asked directly for a mallet, which we can give to him in a moment. Riddler in chat is saying, sometimes you forget the last step about locking in the streak that they're enjoying. That's very much the theme of my streaming life as well, is just forgetting the last step or falling into hubris.
the simple charms of a quiet life. I could just stand here and watch it all day. The pure green grass, the gentle sun, the tedious old fools hitting balls with long sticky things. Yeah, you're right, really. Let's get out of here before we find ourselves joining in.
So, Riddler, do you think you can make it to 100? Because, I mean, knocking on the door of 75 is already impressive enough. Have not failed yet, but have a bad feeling. Well, I'm sticking to very much the stream schedule Wednesdays and Fridays, so we should be able to help, and we're very glad to be part of the journey of locking in the stream streaks. But, I mean, it kind of depends how many other people are on the docket and how you keep it going.
I think that a wading bird would definitely go better with the librarian.
Oh, Rincewind, you're being fussy, but yes, we're sort of getting to the bottom of things. We need to give lots of different cartoon objects to the different wizards to get their croquet mallets, because we need the sticks of the mallets for the Rite of Ash Kent, and obviously these are the only sticks on the Discworld that Rincewind could possibly find.
Come to think of it, the Dean's more your stuffed flamingo sort of guy.
Right. Do you know what, Rincewind? Just for you, I'm going to go and get the actual object that the person needs, and then we're going to come right back. Nope, no garden for you now, Rincewind. We always get to the point in the Discworld playthrough where I have to start making you suffer the consequences of your actions, and this is... Oh no.
All this death, do you? In my day, people knew how to die properly. Tunnels, white lights, booming voices, the choir invisible. Right, that is it. If a job's worth doing, then it's worth doing yourself in. Oik!
There he goes.
Nice day for it.
Drop dead!
Windu is not having a good time. He's trying to make death stick, and it's just not working, because this is the water of the River Ark, so he won't sink. Cut the net. Hey, our Windu Poons. Something extra for you. That's pretty horrible. Oh, and a hook.
Just the thing for hanging something on.
I actually forgot about the hook. We'll get to that shortly. Just grab this entire shark, please. No, I won't put it in your pockets. That would be preposterous. Let's put it in the luggage, obviously. You're going to pick up this 12-foot shark. Right, why do we need a 12-foot shark? Because we're going to be giving it to the bursar. So we go back here. The map travel is nice and quick. Do you remember on Discworld 1 he'd have to physically travel across the city or across the disc? He usually clicks somewhere and he goes there. That's modern gaming for you. There you go. And now I've got a croquet mallet. Wonderful.
Well, at least this quest is underway. I've got one stick to start with.
Mm-hmm. A lot more to do before that comes to it. Look at this place. You can't have a hole like this in your garden. Here's the Dean. Very jazzy. Very Fresh Prince kind of robes he's got on.
Hello. Shh. Sorry.
Sorry.
Really sorry.
Oh.
So you'll all just have a nice game here then while I'll go off and work, eh? Right. Don't mind me. I'll just be over here saving the entire universe then. Tricky shot. Very nice sticks on those croquet mallets.
Go away! We're trying to play a relaxing game.
The
Fine,
Dean
fine,
is
Don't let me
rude.
disturb you. I'll just be over here saving us all from certain doom.
Oh, so in Discworld 1, the
Stop all this now.
wizards will eat in dinner. And in Discworld 2, they're just playing cricket on the lawn all day. Right, I think he said the flamingo for the Dean, didn't he? There we go. What a silly, silly puzzle. Pure cartoon logic. Now I have 2 croquet mallets. And then there's our good old friend the librarian. Can I pick up the
I don't
hoops?
think I should interrupt their game.
Oh,
Perhaps
okay.
when they're gone would be better.
Alright. Come on, Mr. Librarian. We've got conversation to have with you.
Well, that threw a monkey wrench into the works. No, it's just a turn of phrase. I swear it just slipped out. I in no way intend to pass any sort of derogatory remark about your chosen form. Not here, nor ever. I personally find that having an arboreal primate as a companion has been an enriching, nay invigorating experience. Well, that settled him down. I do wish he'd just let it rest. I don't see it matters if people accidentally say monkey.
You be careful, he'll hit you. Spent all of the last game hitting you for less.
So, at least you chaps are having a good day of it. Balmy afternoon, breezes blowing, sun shining. I suppose that makes it monkey shine then.
Rincewind, you're asking for trouble. You're playing with fire.
Well, he's the one who said it first. So, seen any good sticks around here at all? Oh, well, I'll just go off and keep looking then. You know, the sooner I get death up in this bit again, the sooner I might open up some more avenues for promotion around here.
It's a very dark
See you
suggestion.
later.
Right, let's give this lovely pelican to the librarian. Very dexterous. I wish you could always be this deck. That's 3 sticks. We have 3 sticks for the Rite of Ash Kent, according to Rincewind. According to Rincewind, that's how we're going to be doing it.
3 sticks. Must be exactly the same length.
I guess that, yeah, they'll be uniform if they're croquet mallets at least. The smell we're going to capture later, the mouse blood, the glitter dust.
Glitter dust. Maybe I could shake down a few pixies.
You leave the pixies alone. Candles, yeah, it's a bit more complicated than building the dragon detector in the first act of Discworld 1. But it is attainable. Now let's go to this weird maze tree.
A maze? Oh, please, let's not add this to our list of woes. Let's
Because
just stay out here
it's
where
a
everything's
chicken.
nice and calm.
God, it's a chatty chicken.
A rooster.
Rooster,
One of
sorry.
the few organic life forms on campus that is almost definitely not an ex-faculty member.
Right. I happen to remember how we resolved this.
Alcohol-soaked corn. This should give something a decent hangover.
If you try and grab the rooster without this, he just gets very flighty. So let's just... There we go. Get him nice and sauced. Nice drunk rooster to add. Look at his little face peeking round. Look at the sinister expression. Rincewind. Deary me. Lovely. Now you see now, if Wile E. Coyote just would think of this with Roadrunner, we'd probably be solving that problem too. Right, we've got a lovely drunk rooster. Look at his little face.
One rooster, totally plastered.
Right, we'll go over it. I know where to take him, weirdly, but we'll get to that. A compost heap.
So this is the university compost heap. Everyone always goes on about recycling as though it's such a thrill. It's a load of rot. I mean, think about it. You're encouraging the breeding of a vast mound of bacteria in your own home. Surely the one in your sock drawer is good enough for you.
Ooh.
No way am I touching that.
I can't remember if we need the compost or not. Here's an imp, because there's always a Discworld
A
imp.
birdhouse in the university? I thought the Arch-Chancellor had ordered all the local wildlife to be shot. Oh, no, that was the students. Well,
Oh,
that's
dear.
all right then. Just so long as he wasn't being cruel to animals.
Hello, little imp. Oh, God in heaven.
Stop it!
Oh, I'm
Stop
terribly
it.
sorry. I thought you were someone else.
Who?
Who? What?
Who did you think I was?
Oh, nobody in particular. Don't worry about it. Oh, eek, ah.
One hesitates to ask any further, really.
Oi, oi, oi.
Very funny noises kind of a game. A lot of dialogue is just based on very silly noises.
Oit, oit.
I mean, case in point, really.
Oit.
So that's it, is it? That's your entire repertoire, just sitting around and saying, oit.
Is that all? Is that all? No, why? Oh, you say I'm just a smelly little imp, and so I say hooray-oh. You say that I'm a silly little gimp, and I say go away-oh. 'Cause I'm smelly over here, I'm smelly over there. I'm smelly, smelly, smelly everywhere. I fill the bathtub plug with hair, and then I sing all day-oh. Oh, you say I'm just a silly jelly blimp, and I say it's okay-oh. You say a piece of string is limp, and I say the word potato. Limp, limp, limp here, limp, limp, limp there. And potato peelings everywhere. How long's it take to skin a bear? And I say, all day, oh, oit!
Quite.
I'm really sorry, everyone, for what just happened to you, to me, to all of us.
Look, who are you?
Oi, oi, Stench the imp.
Stench the imp?
No, Stench, not Stench. I wouldn't make any friends if I was called Stench, now would I? I mean, I do have a stench. All part of the job, you understand. But Stench is not, in fact, my actual name.
I see. And so you, in fact, might have the worst stench in the kingdom.
Ah, second worst, I'm afraid. The worst belongs to foul old Ron. Well, that's probably what did it, actually. Drove me mad and all. The disappointment, the yearning, looking towards a goal one could never really achieve. That sort of thing.
Mad?
Oh, yes. Lip-strumming, hooting, mad, I'm afraid. Oi, oi, ew. Who's a pretty cuttlefish? Oh.
Why do people lapse into insanity when they talk to me?
You've got a sympathetic face, mister. Oh.
There is a pervasive sense of insanity in Discworld 2, isn't there? Everyone just burbles nonsense. It's not just the puns of Discworld 1, it's just like streams and streams of sing-song madness. I mean, now Akilo in chat is bringing up the marvellousness of Stench's voice. I mean, yeah, nowadays they'd get AI to do it, I suppose.
An imp with curious steel-soled boots. That looks curious. Look, I hope you're writing this down. I mean, what do you want me to do? Shout, hint?
Yeah, we get it, we get it, we get it.
These boots are yours, then?
Mhm.
They're the home of your stench.
Aha! They are the perfect home for any stench. They are, in fact, the ideal dream home for really strong smells. I aim to go and attract some really astounding stinks to myself later on, right after a good, hard, manic fit. Hang on, hang on, hang on! Here it comes now. Oit! Oit! Nope. Didn't happen. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry, we're
seeing you
okay.
then.
You have your manic fit on your own. We'll just be over here. Yeah, as nutty as the little imp is, he does have a point. We do need his boots in order to attract a stink, but we'll be getting to that a little later. We need a magnet, and I do not remember where to find it. But a magnet shall make itself apparent. There's also... Is there a part of the garden off to the left? Yes, this is what I'm looking for. Now, this used to freak me out as a kid, because this is the beekeeper with all his bees. And the bees get really close to the camera, which sounds silly, but... I'm not very fond of bees, so it used to freak me out as a kid. Stenk just edged, now Aquila says in chat. I guess he did. Or she. It. They. I don't know. I don't know how Stenk identifies.
Keep off of them bees there, sir.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
I said, do please keep away from the bees. They're very dangerous. You need the right equipment, see? A veil, smoke, that kind of thing.
Oh, come on, they're not that dangerous, are they?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Last fellow here who tried to mess with that hive ended up stung, bewitched, and turned into the helpless love slave of the bee queen.
Really?
As the gods judge me, sir, he was off there collecting pollen day and night just for the privilege of seeing her mandibles crease up in a smile, sir.
Oh dear.
Awful the degradation he got put through, sir.
Oh, God, it must have been horrible.
Yes, sir. The pollen made me sneeze something awful.
I think at this point I should buzz off.
Stop that. Stop that at once. Now Aquila is likening the edging of a fit of madness with the edging of a sneeze. I get edged by my sneezes quite a lot because if I've slept badly and I've got a backache, the backache takes over and prevents me from sneezing. So like I'll build up to a sneeze and then my back will just do a piercing pain and be like, oh, you can't do that because it will hurt me too much. It's better now, luckily, but there was an interval for a while where I could not sneeze properly.
Look, can I have some wax out of the beehive or do I have to get tough?
Tough?
Oh, Richmond, please.
Go in there and fight the queen herself?
No, I mean get tough with you. You know, threaten. Offer violence.
He'll do it as well. We killed someone in the last game, several people.
That sort of thing.
There's no call for that sort of thing, sir. If you're going to take that attitude, I'm afraid I'm going to have to force you to go on a bizarre quest to find objects which will catch my interest and curry my favour.
Oh, that would be a novelty.
You've no one but yourself to blame, sir. Off you go. The days are wasting.
I categorically am not doing that because I know how to deal with you, and I'll be doing so shortly because seeing you has triggered a childhood memory.
So you really like bees a lot then?
Oh, yeah, they're wonderful little things, sir. Such rich and varied lives. Zooming into the hive and zooming out again. And poetry. Pure poetry in motion. No one pays.
We all need a special interest.
I think. If only someone would give the little darlings the recognition they deserve.
Quite.
I mean, it's all ants these days, sir. Ants this and ants that. And ants can carry 100 times their own body weight.
Yes, now, look.
I mean, it's nothing a bee can't cap, sir. Look at your basic regurgitation process, or the fascinating little dances bees perform. Point. I see a flower filled with nectar. Point. Watch out for the spider's web over in that tree. Point. The clover's coming into bloom.
Just leaves.
I was just getting into the really interesting bits.
I forgot that. Have you ever done that to someone? I must admit I have in my in my rude youth. Just someone's talking so much, you just physically leave wordlessly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, beekeeper. Although Rincewind only talks to himself when I do this one anyway.
Bees. The eternal mystery. How do they fly? How do they communicate? And why are all the workers dumb enough to go off and toil in the fields all day, leaving the queen lounging about, guzzling nectar and having a good time?
The great
Well,
bee
that's enough
allegory.
conversation for me.
You have to remember these in your everyday life. That's enough of this conversation for me.
How sweet. Lovely little flowers. Just what the bees need to do their work.
What the bees need. Right, you.
A brochure about do-it-yourself clickies.
Would you like to make a film about bees? There's no real clue that this would appeal to him, but I think it is the answer.
Look, here's something that may interest you. You seem to know all about bees. Why don't you make a clicky about them? You could then pass on all your knowledge, so to speak.
You don't say. You know, you may just have something there. It's time the world knew the facts about bees.
So you know when you distract someone so much by suggesting they go and make a film about their vocation / special interest that they physically leave the premises? That's the kind of social contract that Rincewind was banking on. Social engineering. I haven't saved all stream. I probably should. Right, the bees, the hives. We need beeswax to make some candles with.
Beehives. I think worker bees are so nasty only because they do all the work and the queen gets all of the other. But you know, a bit of romance, a bit of soft lighting, maybe a little cup of nectar shared with the drones. And I think worker bees could be as nice to get on with as anybody. Or am I just talking rubbish? All right, it was only a thought. I'll get back to the game then if you're so keen to always be practical. I don't know, you try to add a little bit of philosophical depth and do you get any thanks? I think not.
He is in a bad mood, isn't he?
It's me. It was me 5 minutes ago. And it'll still be me the next time you look too.
Deary me.
Beehives. I think but you know, maybe a little...
Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. I meant to click on the bees.
Bees. Nature's little workers. I guess we could all learn from them.
Go get stung.
Some protection first.
Nah, when you get hurt. You were constantly getting hurt in the last game. It nourished us. It nourished us all. Right. Do you know how to make the dribbly candles that we need for the Rite of Ashvent?
Not just your ordinary candles. No, we need dribbly candles.
Do you make candles dribbly by lighting the wick and letting nature take its course? No, of course not. That's preposterous. What you do is you put chili flakes in the flowers that the bees use so that when they make their beeswax, it's more dribbly than usual because they got too hot. Obviously. Got to wait for him to come out now. Any minute now. Come on, you try and get anything done around here. Wait, what are you doing, bees? Rinceman's going to be there all day. I wouldn't have personally hidden where they're going to be directly going as well. There they go. Get some nice chili infused pollen. When they get too hot, come and tell you all about it. And yeah, that means that when we do go and get the beeswax, it's going to be dribbly because they got too hot. That's the puzzle, guys. Let's light some incense. We've got some incense now. Can we make them drowsy? Get back here and get drowsy. Come on. There we go.
I should put on some protection first.
We need something else. Do we have anything he can wear? Not really. Right, we're missing some elements then. We'll get to that. But we have successfully made the bees produce dribbly wax. You see? Just like that. Very simple, very logical series of events. Now, Ridcully, what we got going on in here? Do you happen to have a magnet? Because I've forgotten where you get one. Coffin? Arch Chancellor? Hello, son. You alright? Oh, look. Now we can really get into things.
You're sure you really want me to do this job, then? I mean, there's no one you'd rather...
Rather what?
Lumber with all these hours and hours of pointless activity.
Well, now, let me just consider the alternatives. No, you're the bunny, I'm afraid.
Rinceman's the bunny.
I want a job where I just sit drinking milky tea all day, too.
If you don't get me those 3 wooden sticks and that mouse's blood, I'll... Understand?
Ooh, nasty. Right you are, then. Are you sure there's no one else's life you'd like to ruin?
At the moment, I'm content to merely ruin the life of Assistant Wizard Rincewind. I suppose if pushed, I could try ruining the life of Gardener's Assistant Rincewind. Assistant Street Sweeper Rincewind. Actually, I feel a certain yearning to really come down like a ton of rectangular building things upon a sewerage systems blockage removal technician, Rincewind.
So, that was 3 sticks, mouse's blood, glitter, stench, and candles. Right, back in a tick. Or maybe a jiffy.
You'll have to remember that line for your boss, though, won't you? You sure there's no one else's life you'd rather ruin?
What was it I needed again?
3 wooden sticks, being of wood, long and thin, and stick-shaped, equal lengths preferred.
But what are they for?
They're for you to find, not stand around asking questions about.
Right, we sort of have I could go through all these, but we kind of know what we're doing because I'm using a little bit of advanced knowledge. I think I might be able to hand him the sticks right now. I certainly don't need to be carrying them around.
Look at this. Sticks. 3 thereof, all exactly alike. Precisely as specified.
There we go.
Oh, very good. What did you do then? Just go and get some sticks from the garden?
Well, I never.
Well, obviously you did.
Do you have anything else prepared? Not quite yet. Nowhere near, in fact. Alright then. Right, off we go. Need to start getting to the bottom of a few other things. I need that ladder. If I need that ladder, that means I need Granny Weatherwax to be back. Fool's Guild. We're kind of done with the Fool's Guild, apart from where you can sink below. There's some bellows somewhere I need as well. I don't know where those are. Are they in the shop? Have I forgotten some things? Are there any bellows in here? Jars? No. I don't remember where you get bellows, and I don't remember where I get a magnet. But these are objects that I'm feeling the calling for. I definitely need them. I have the bottle that I need to catch the scent in, but I can't get the scent into the bottle until I have some boots. And to get some boots, I'm going to need to get the boots off the imp. And in order to get the boots off the imp, I'm going to need a magnet, because it's a cartoon and their boots are steel capped, which means that the magnet will of course be powerful enough to just pull the boots right off it. Then there's this bitch.
As she can't answer, there doesn't really seem any point.
Now I need to be able to...
I guess this is the bucket they all kick before they go.
How do I inform... Can I just go back to Casanunda now and be like, look, I found someone who's close to the ground. Just go and talk to her. Because that's going to solve a lot of issues. And I thought it might... Wait a minute, is there... It's also something else I remember about being able to deal with the vampire. That's coming along as well, but not quite. Not quite. Right, Casanunda. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. You there? Ha ha ha.
I've found your perfect woman, I think. Or, to put it more accurately, I have found your greatest challenge. She's over in the mortuary.
You mean that she's dead?
She doesn't seem to think so.
Hey, that's good enough for me.
One trouser ladder. Thank you very much indeed. God, he pulled... I hope he's wearing underwear.
A ladder, long and solid, just the thing to beat myself unconscious with and finally get a bit of kit.
God, Rinsman, you're in a bad mood. I mean, I get it, but... Right. Need to deal with the vampire now. All will become apparent. In order to deal with the vampire, we're going to need a rooster who is sober. In order to sober up a rooster, we're going to need to use coffee. Dunk him in there. Absolutely fine. This is obviously a very reasonable way to treat a rooster. Got that more coffee than I drink, and I'm an addict. There we have it. Right, this is good. Look how hale and hearty he is now.
One rooster, cold turkey sober.
So what we need to do is trick the vampire using yet more cartoon logic. There's even more cartoon logic in this game than there is in Discworld 1. Because the vampire is complaining that he always has to be around at night. It's kind of... It seems like it's daytime a lot of the time in Discworld 2, but the vampire certainly thinks it's nighttime. But what we're going to be doing is grabbing the rooster and using it on him so that he mistakenly believes that dawn is coming and leaves. Adventure games. Rincewind, don't do that. Rincewind, this is very suspicious. Look at his evil little face. Rincewind is a villain. We play as a villain in this, I'm telling you. Right, off he goes. Dawn is here, better get home. Obviously you couldn't possibly look at the sky on your way back. So he's going back to that very tall coffin that we saw in the cemetery earlier. Like so. Yeah, make sure you milk the animation. It was the 90s, we're very impressed. He turns back, closes the lid like so. Wonderful. Now we need to go there and steal his teeth. So that's what we're going to do next. Why do we need teeth? I'll tell you exactly why we need teeth when we get there. Because that's going to fulfill another one of the qualities of the Rite of Ashkent or Ashkente. I don't know 100% how it's pronounced. It seems to vary by adaptation. There's the woman on the stick. I think we're going to need to speak to her later. We'll just leave her here for now. We want to interrupt her democratic process. Head indoors. Lovely. Now, where's my luggage? The luggage is a lot bigger in this game. It's got a massive handle as well. This was the biggest art style shift that I saw when I first played this back in the day. Use the ladder on the slab. We need to be up and away, please, Rincewind. Lovely. Upsy daisy. Wonderful. Hello, Rincewind. Don't you look lovely in the new art style? Do you have 24-hour recovery? I likely will need it if I want to keep your streak alive for grocery shopping next week. Riddler is asking. I'm not 100% sure. I imagine I do. I don't know. I don't know how. I'd have to look into settings how to keep streaks alive and how punitive it is. But I think it should all be fine. What might be happening is I might be also adding another stream later on Wednesdays as well. So that might help solve an issue.
Pinewood coffin. Actually, it's a little cosier inside than is strictly necessary.
Have a look in
As
a day.
tempting as it is to curl up in a coffin and see out this game, one just must continue.
Rincewind, stop wishing for death. It's very... There we go. Oh, gulp that down, and down we go. There we go. Stolen vampire teeth. Oops, that's not right. Can I not pick the ladder up anymore? Well, now you're leaving evidence at the scene of the crime, aren't you? Right. Sorry about this, everyone. This is a horrible thing I have to do. Put in the vampire teeth and bite the mouse to get its blood. Look at that, that's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Well, yeah, you probably do feel a bit rancid, Rincewind, because you've just bitten a live mouse with bloody teeth, put it in a test tube.
A test tube containing 4 cc's of mouse blood.
And now the mouse is a vampire.
An undead mouse.
He turns into a little bat. That's a horrible thing to do, Rincewind.
No way, he might bite me and turn me into a vampire.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't want anything awful to happen to you, would we? Right, off we go. It's going to get heartworms now, in chat is saying. Yeah, he was saying, oh, I can't order a mouse burger, that's gross. Does so anyway, bites into it. Riddler in chat is saying, if you have VODs on, I do have VODs, yeah, I can watch a video within 24 hours to preserve a streak if needed. I see. Yeah, all my VODs are kept for 2 weeks, I think, so anything that's not missed at the time, I imagine would count towards that. I've not been streaming very long, so a lot of the ins and outs of it are not 100% familiar to me. But it is pretty cool to be part of the streaking journey, which is an interesting phrase now I think about it. Let's give the Arch-Chancellor the blood. There we go. A new feature for streaks, if not, at least yours is only at 4. I'm doing well though today, might watch Taskmaster. Watching Taskmaster as a reward is always a good idea.
There you go. Bet you thought a mouse didn't hold that much blood.
How exactly... No, never mind. Some things are best left unknown.
Right, that is that. What else do we need? The smell. We've got the mouse blood. The glitter we've got nowhere near because I need a pair of bellows, which I do not know where to find. Maybe I should check if I've missed some things in some places we've been before. Hello Dis, thank you for joining us. It is indeed Dis Associates' first time joining a Week Nuki stream. There's the magnet, look! I didn't hunt the pixels sufficiently. This is the magnet I need. This is the magnet I've been missing. Beautiful. This is gonna turn my life around. Well, I don't know about that, but I definitely need to look for some bellows. Bellows, look at that for pixel hunting. Rakakakakankanka.
Is one of those things where
I would have 100% missed that.
like a political manifesto, only not as tiring. Bellows, that's the word.
Look at that. I'm sure I've missed that a lot back in the day as well. Right, we need the bellows, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing some potentially sexist stuff. I don't know. Well, it's more. It's a homage. I'll show you. It's not 100% pleasant, but we're going to be doing it. There we go. Oh, Riddler is saying about basically In case you missed Zumbini Friday, Riddler's extremely good at Zumbinis, which was very helpful to me apart from when I made very idiotic mistakes. I bet you can guess which level I was making those mistakes on. So what that essentially meant was Riddler's got a lot of experience of playing through Zumbinis from start to finish. So I did a little homage. I called the last save of Zumbini Friday Riddler's Wisdom as a little thank you for doing really well. We nearly had a perfect run, but I made a very stupid mistake on the final Bubble Wonder level, which is kind of how my streams usually go with Zumbini Friday, to be fair. Right, there you go. Now Akilo was saying about Marilyn Monroe.
Miss? Are you alright? Should I stop now?
No, keep it going a little longer. My agent always said I needed more exposure.
And here comes some glitter. Grab it, grab it. Look at him just casually standing there while it falls down. This is the glitter we need anyway, by the way. That's a very obscure puzzle. I've forgotten already why I wanted the magnet. I've been banging on about it. There we go, there we go. Right. Yes, I remember. We need to get boots. We need to get boots and smell. Up you go. Look at that little animation of him climbing the ladder, which in no way needs to happen. There's some ice. For some reason, you can mouse over all of this ice and it doesn't light up. Here's some ice here that lights up. We're going to need it later. I've come out the wrong hole. Don't look at me like that. Blowing sewer air at the milkmaid, now Akilo saying, is seen as a public service. Yeah, the film industry on the Discworld is weird. So is our real one, so... And yes, now Akilo, transparent pork, because it is a pork futures warehouse, which means that on the Discworld, metaphors are illegal in Ankh-Morpork. So if you say that you're a stockbroker and you're trading in pork futures, a warehouse has to exist for the pork futures to be stored. So the pork in the warehouse is completely theoretical. But legally it's required to have a warehouse, otherwise you're not allowed to trade in it. So it's sort of a chaos theory. The pork might exist, it might not exist, we don't actually know yet. It depends what happens to the pigs involved, I guess. Where's this luggage? There we go. We need to give some glitter dust to the Arch-Chancellor, please, and then we're getting much closer.
Glitter dust for your perusal.
Perusal.
Ah, right you are, my boy. Excellent. We'll make a junior apprentice wizard out of you yet.
But I'm already an assistant wizard, 3rd class.
The day is still young.
Right, we'll have less threats from you, please. That's very rude. How far are we getting now? We are getting close, right? The smell. The smell's a big one. And the dribbly candles. I need something protective for him to wear. I haven't got on top of that yet. What am I going to be doing for that? That is an element that I've forgotten. Do I have anything protective I could use as beekeeping equipment? Not really. So we'll keep budging around and see what becomes apparent as we go. We need to go to the garden and we need to deal with the bloody awful imp. There he goes. Right. You guys, you enjoy your weird animal croquet. I nearly said crochet. That's because I live with Lola and she does a lot of crochet. Very big difference between croquet and crochet. There we go. Right. Just where I left you. Here's a big old magnet. Grab them boots. There we go. Lovely. You notice he has little bird feet. Isn't that strange? Right. Now, obviously, and I mean, I'm amazed that I have to explain this to you, but you have to put the boots in a bottle.
There you go. A nice snug fit.
Because now we've got a bottle of boots. And really, I mean...
A pair of Imp's boots inside the genie bottle. It's not quite as impressive as a little ship, is it?
It's an interesting thing to do, given the English accent and its interesting relationship with words with a double T in. A bottle of boots was my... a bottle of boots. Now Akilo in chat is saying, imagining a crochet luggage. That must exist. A pattern for that must exist. If a pattern for a crochet luggage exists, Lola will be able to make it, 100%. Likewise, a crochet rincewind. I was exploring stuff about kind of Discworld 1 the other night, and the Japanese box art for Discworld 1 on the PlayStation and Sega Saturn. Rincewind is ridiculously cute. It's really odd, and luggage has little shoes on. And there's like a semi-chibi form of Rincewind that they use for the Japanese box art of the game. It's all almost a bit vaporwavy. It's very, very sweet. I'm forgetting myself. Where do we need to go? We need to go to the shades and capture your...
Oh, hello, it's you again.
He says, hello, how are you? And shouldn't you be getting a move on and get Death back on his feet?
That's very clever. Where did you come from?
You'd have to ask my mother and father. They never tell me. That's just a familiar little joke.
Yeah, a very familiar little one. That's just
The dogs do not like car doors. We've got no windows, but they still listen to the car doors, especially. Right, now in the Discworld books, there is a raven who has to translate for the death of rats because no one can understand him. Amazing things are happening in the Japanese Discworld just now. In the English one was bad enough, with all the nonsense going on. There we go. We'll entice the smell into a new pair of boots and steal it from the beggar. Just like that. Just like real physics.
Great. I've just captured a smell. I wonder if I'll ever be able to shake it off.
There we go.
A foul smell trapped in a genie bottle. Guaranteed to not grant you any wishes. Phew.
Beautiful, beautiful. This in chat is talking about visiting Luke Dale's stream. Is that the gentleman who was in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 or 1? Or is that the actor? Is the actor? Because I'm sort of ambiently aware of Kingdom Come Deliverance, but I've never actually played it. I hear good things. I do hear insanely good things. You have the smell. I need to find something I can wear to protect myself from bees. Come along, come along. Here we go, here we go. There we go. Rincewind walks much slower in this game, I'm convinced of it. Oh, my audio quality. That's very kind of you to say about my audio quality, just because I'm often very worried about it. Lola's got me a very good mic, far better than if I try and use like a headset or anything like that. But yes, it's... Wait, why is Casananda not visiting you? That's kind of what we set up, and I was hoping to find. Do you have any protective gear that I can take? I shouldn't really meddle with women who are asleep, are we? Or Rincewind's going to end up on a list somewhere. Right, this is the missing element. This is the puzzle I forget. There's always a puzzle that we forget. Insect feed. Oh yeah, insect feed down is an audio file, so he's asking which mic it was. I don't remember off the top of my head, but we can get that information to you. I think it was a Christmas sale. But basically, the reason I started streaming was, you know those days between Christmas and the New Year, where time doesn't really make sense? I was in that, I was sort of lounging around and that kind of thing, and then I just suddenly got up and walked over to my computer and started setting up Twitch as if I was going to start streaming. And then Lola was like, oh, are you serious about that? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. I appear to be a bit bored and I want to try something new, so I think in the new year I'm going to start streaming. So that's what started to happen. Wait, was there a net here? I'm desperate to find some protective gear to deal with these bees. It's the one thing we can clear Act 1 before the end of the stream today, if I can just remember how to do this. Yes. Oh, this associate, if you're not familiar with the Discworld, by the way, this is the luggage. Yes, this is your inventory. This is the inventory.
Strangely soothing about an ambulatory box which can consume 50 times its own massive food, clothing and furniture? You don't. Oh.
Basically, as per the kind of Discworld books, Rincewind has a luggage, which is a sapient chest that follows him around. It was gifted to him from a tourist, and it gets up and walks around on dozens of human legs. We're talking about how to set up a stream as a beginner in chat now. I'm not sure I'm the right person to ask, because I've gone cam free on purpose. So I guess the first thing you need to decide is whether you want to be present on the screen or not. When I was originally doing this, it was all gameplay, and I was kind of letting the gameplay do the talking, visually speaking. Where's this protective gear? Maybe in here? Oh, the snoring lady. Sorry about this. We'll be quiet. We'll just rummage. Yeah, so I've kind of stuck with the cam-free thing for now. Sometimes Lola and I discuss if we're going to revisit that in the future, but my computer is not very advanced, I guess is the next question I'd kind of pose. My computer was initially kind of bought and set up for cybersecurity purposes and that kind of thing. So it's very much for kind of running command line stuff and this and that. So it does, my computer does complain if I try to do anything too complicated, such as use it. So that's why I kind of keep it quite streamlined with the streaming. So if your computer is not very powerful, that's another thing to kind of think about how complex you want it to be visually. I use open source software called OBS, which is very good and more intuitive than I thought, actually, because again, coming from kind of that cybersecurity stuff I've been doing for a couple of years, I do want to still dabble in it, but this has kind of taken over my focus a little bit. Yeah, it does. When you basically in cybersecurity get told all the time, go to this GitHub, we've made this amazing new tool, it's going to help with all of your penetration testing, it's going to solve all of it for you, or you know, this video, this course, this and that. There's a lot of kind of hyperbole in cybersecurity because it got very popular as the 2020s came along, because a lot of money can float around in it if you know where to look. I of course don't, which is why we're here today. But I think I'm having more fun being here today. Basically the reason I bring all that up is it's quite refreshing how easy Twitch streaming is and how kind of YouTube content creation is as well. I'm mostly uploading VODs for now, but I am trying to dabble in making some videos. I don't really like the first YouTube video proper that I made because it's very apparent that I'm reading from a script, whereas as you can probably tell, I'd kind of do best if I'm rambling. It's very, very apparent in that video that I made that I'm kind of reading from a script, and I don't think the quality's on par, but everyone has a bad video in them and I was kind of keen to get it out. Oh, very kind of you, Dan. Thank you. Yes. Disassociate is asking, are we using an Alienware computer with a Linux OS? No, not right now. We're using a Windows 11 on a, I think it's a B-Link micro PC. It's not hugely advanced. It can do a little bit of like emulating, as you've probably seen as well. But as you've also seen, if I try and put shaders on while emulating, as is my want, and also while streaming, it starts getting upset. But yeah, I have learned Linux. There are kind of games you can get on Steam like Hacknet and things like that as well, which are kind of command line based. So I don't think I know a huge amount about it, but I do know how to sort of navigate a little bit of kind of I never know whether to say Linux or Linux, and it seems to change like scone and scone. I'm doing a lot of wandering around rambling because I do not remember where to get protective gear for these bees. Did he abandon any at the scene? This is kind of the missing link now between Act 1 and Act 2. And as we kind of get towards the end of today's allocated time, it would be really nifty if I can... Because I can smoke the bees. The bees have obviously been given the chili. Because as you know, if you give bees chili, it does make the wax they produce much more dribbly. Wait, can you wear a pot on your head? Would that work?
Well, that won't keep the bees off me.
Well, something's going to. Can you smoke yourself out?
I should put on some protection first.
Well, I mean, I could say something quite rude to you about that, but I'm not going to. Go away, bees. No one likes you. Well, actually, loads of people like bees, but I don't. I have an opinion on bees that Drea has about dogs, basically. Everyone likes them, but I don't, and I find them insufferable, but I must admit they do provide a service. They do provide a good service, but I am not a bee person, despite being bee nuki. Luggage keep still. This is the other thing, Disassociate. We went over this in Discworld 1 as well. The luggage is your inventory. Rincewind has his own inventory, which can come into puzzles and things like that. But the luggage is an inventory that can decide to wander off and things like that. So sometimes I have to chase it around the screen. Here's your damn smell, Arch-Chancellor.
Here you are, one vile stench.
What's this then? Looks more like a genie in a bottle.
You'll get a lot more than you wish for if you open it.
I'm being accused of being a charlatan by Nawakilo in my own chat, which, to be honest, I'm amazed it's taken this long. And Insect Feet Down is pointing out that bees are not very amenable to being taken for a walk on a lead. I didn't know, however, that Disassociate had a computer engineering or computer science, I guess, different discipline degree, which is quite impressive. So how did you pivot, if if I don't mind my asking, how do you pivot from that to law? Was that kind of a conscious choice, or was it just you knew that the degree wasn't really going to go anywhere? They make all your favourite plants with that goop. They rock, bees do. Now we kill us. Yeah, I cannot rationally ever argue with anyone that says that bees are, you know, a net positive. Speaking of net, where's a net? I need something to protect myself from these goddamn bees. There must be something. You there, duck man. Is there anything in here? What am I forgetting, I wonder? I've done really well with my childhood memories so far, but right at this final hurdle, although I might be thinking about it too literally, because this is a very, very, very cartoon logic-y game, as you've probably spotted as we're going along. So in terms of just what I can put on Rincewind to protect him, it might not be as literal as like a net or a beekeeper's outfit. Some sort of hat with a mesh. I mean, where does one find a hat with a mesh? Can one be constructed? I mean, this is just a weirdly useful series of practical tools and a vampire mouse, isn't it? So this associate is saying, I wanted to do patent law, which requires a STEM degree and a law degree. So I go to law school and realise patent law is really boring, but privacy law is really interesting. So pivoted to privacy law, carved out a niche. That's that's a good idea. Yeah, that's I dare say it wasn't as easy as you've kind of laid it out like that. Also, patent lawyer. There is an adventure game protagonist who is a patent lawyer. Broken Sword. George Stowart is a patent lawyer, and that's how he affords to go travelling on all his globe-trotting adventures. That's where my mind goes. Yes, Disassociate Ria. I might even stream the Broken Sword games 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Do I have the whole collection? I can attain the whole collection if not. But yes, the Broken Sword games are superb. But yeah, if the job is boring, you have to weigh up the pros and cons, don't you? I have a computer science degree. Has helped a lot in the legal field because most lawyers have degrees in like policy, English, etc. Oh, political science. Right, sorry, yes. Getting the jargon. Yeah, the other thing, I guess, dropping back into kind of the cybersecurity background, is the ubiquity of AI. So some of you might have heard of the platform HackerOne, which is where if you find a flaw in some software or a web app as made by a company, the idea, it doesn't always work out that way, is that they'll pay you to report that. They have implemented an AI tool. The AI knows all of the rules about cybersecurity. The people responsible for triaging hacker reports do not. So you have essentially a system that eats itself, where the HackerOne AI will agree that you've found something that's dangerous for a company to leave unattended in their software, and the person to whom you report it says no, that's wrong, and you don't know who to believe, but they have the final say whether you get paid or not. So it's a complicated and fascinating job full of puzzles that are incredibly difficult but very satisfying to solve. They do often try and hype it and say if you like adventure games you might like penetration testing, but no one can seem to agree where the actual borders are for whether you get paid or not. What am I missing for this protective gear? Do you have anything for me? Apparently not.
Look, I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else.
Right, we dealt with you.
Popcorn!
Yeah, I mean, pen testing was fun. I wasn't really that great at it altogether. I got a few sort of bits and bobs, but it's also kind of not compatible with the kind of lifestyle that I need to lead, because you just hunched over the computer for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And what that means is, Lola wouldn't see me all day and stuff like that. It's sort of like, and you have a job for which you're not necessarily being paid. You have a job where you can conduct the job, and then you have to convince whoever you've done the job on behalf of that they want to pay you for it. And people don't like being told that their stuff is broken. People don't like being told your customer service agents are storing plain text credentials of your customers on a third-party app somewhere on the internet. Things like that. So that's publicly searchable. And yes, I will of course say hello to Lola. Lola is very much into Heartopia. So if you are missing her and wondering where she is, play Heartopia and add her, and because she's really into it and she's having a great time. She's meeting a lot of very wholesome people. She hasn't left us behind, don't worry. She's very into Heartopia right now. I tried to install it on this computer, but as we discussed earlier, not really. So I'm stuck using it on my phone, which is fine, but it uses zoomer controls, which I mean touchscreen stuff. I'm a buttons boy. I don't really deal with touch mobile controls very well. Do any of you fascinating individuals have anything protective for me to wear? Don't remember how to solve this. I'd really, 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 really love. Oh, Dan, I just realised. Yeah, if you're a web developer, or I think is it Esines Hunter, Andrea's chat, is a programmer I learned on a recent stream. Yeah, a lot of the horror stories you tell where like, yeah, everyone's done everything right, but the customer service agents are deciding to put, personal private data on a third-party website that's nothing. So it doesn't matter how well you've done your job, the customer service agents are just using some website somewhere and putting credit card details onto it. So yeah, in situations like that, the companies can be quite happy to hear about it. But sometimes when you tell HackerOne that, they're like, that doesn't sound like a security issue. And you're like, okay, that's fascinating. We're going to have to drill down into that, because I've just absolutely told you there are people's actual credit card details on this website. This company will want to know about this. Please, can you pass this message along? Sometimes you have to sort of thread it and be like, I've never spoken to a company who did not want to know this, so please can you make sure that they're told? Ah, well, I mean, it sounds like Inset Feet Dan has got all of the knowledge, far more knowledge than myself. And yeah, I mean, that's the other thing that Disassociate brings up, being kind of a privacy specialist, is that's kind of an almost cartoonishly obvious one. I kind of couldn't believe it when I came across it, but there's a lot of stuff where you can point out to someone, this breaks GDPR, this does this, this does that, and they're like, oh, that's unfortunate. And then I'll just leave it there. It's like, that's fine, but you're going to be taxed like 10% of your income or something like that if this comes up. What am I missing for protective gear? Do you have any protective gear? Candles? Yeah, I'm going to get your candles once I get to the bees. This is the crux of it.
I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
We are stuck and we are running out of time. My dream of getting through Act 1 on time might not work. The rule I kind of give myself is 2 hours is kind of long enough to stream, where if I get stuck, time runs out before it gets boring stuck, if that makes sense. We're sort of all having a conversation anyway. Now Akilo in chat is saying, always figured it would be very easy to steal my credit card. Yes. Sadly. However, one thing that does help is that two-factor authentication has become much, much, much more widespread. So when you have credit card details that leak, this is certainly the case in the UK and Europe. I don't know how widespread in other parts of the world it is, but 99 times out of 100 now, when you try and use your credit card, your mobile phone will prevent a transaction from happening until you go into an app and, absolutely ascertain that it's definitely you. What am I missing? I guess somewhere I haven't been very much actually is that underground part of the town. There might be something protective down there that I've missed, or something at the Fool's Guild. I haven't been to the Fool's Guild very often as well. There we go. There's a lot of conversation in chat. I paused and went quiet there because I do find this stuff fascinating. So a lot of the conversation about sort of like GDPR and privacy law and that kind of thing, and just the repercussions of it. It's what makes what I was doing and hope to get back into quite frustrating, because as Disassociate is pointing out, fine you millions for every instance of the breach. This isn't just something that's said. This isn't just something that is like what's in here?
Some old barrels.
Anything mesh like? Damn, what am I missing? But yeah, the repercussions, some big corporations almost seem to bake in the likelihood of them breaking GDPR into the cost of operation. So they expect to lose several million a year and would rather just not fix the stuff and take the hit and just bake that into like some sort of cost of doing business This is the theoretical pork.
The image of pork that may exist sometime in the future. Nothing like thinking ahead, I suppose.
God, making me a bit peckish, I must admit. Not ethically so, I guess, but... There we go. It's weird that this associate brings up collaborative streaming as well, because that is something that is on my mind sometimes. He's getting involved in... my nephew streams a little bit here and there. And he's very interested in getting into collaborative streaming. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if it's going to tax my computer too much, but... This is actually bringing up... we haven't complied with this law for many years, so why start now? It's like, I don't know, maybe because having a track record of breaking a law over several years, I imagine as a layperson is worse than it being broken fresh. That's just me. Deary me. Do I might cheat. I might cheat, and while you guys are having your conversation, I might have a little guide look up. Let's see if we can get Rincewind on the go. I don't usually do this. I usually save a guide look up for between episodes, because obviously I'm trying to be here among you guys, and like I said, there's just enough time elapses for it to be fun stuck where we can sort of club together. But I'm very, very urgent. I really want the Rite done, and I need to, let's see, we need to get chili powder flowers, use the petticoat. What petticoat? Where do we get a petticoat? Talk to Casanunda, get the matches, talk to the troll, go to the docks, get the bird, drugged corn, go to the beehives. So Casanunda's supposed to be here, surely, with a petticoat? What am I missing here? Because you're supposed to be hassling this poor witch. Wait a moment. Get the knife, go get the scissors, get the dummy's petticoat. What dummy is that? Open the closet. Hang on. The clay pot from the beggars. Go to the mortuary, look at Granny Weatherwax on the slab. Get the knife, get the scissors, get the dummy's petticoat in Mrs. Cake's? Not this wardrobe then.
Fortunately, it's locked.
Okay, we'll have a quick look at Mrs. Cake and see if that's going to do anything, and if not, I will be calling it. There we go. I think it's because everyone's having such a nice wholesome conversation while I'm stuck that I'm eking it out a few more minutes. Hello, Lola. She's looking at some yarn.
Hello.
You've lost a certain yarn?
Yeah, and the dogs are following me, so...
Yeah, every time Lola gets up and walks across the house, the dogs have to follow her around. This associate is saying hi and was very keen to say hi to you earlier.
Hi. Oh wait, who was it? Dis. Hi, Dis.
Dis, yeah. Now Akilo's here. Dan is here. Riddler was here earlier as well. And any and all welcome lurkers besides. Yeah, this is our little Wednesday Spurn Dreyer fan hangout that we do every Almost the whole gang is here. A dummy in a petticoat and a cupboard. I don't know to what you're alluding on that guide. It was a text-only guide. A dummy in a petticoat. Where have we seen something like that? It was hinting that it's around this area. I'm eking it out a little bit more than I should.
If I pick Mumbo up and bring him to the mic,
Yeah.
will he do it?
Oh, I don't know. He might sniff the mic. I don't. I've been saying book club for old games now, Achilles. That's kind of what the stream's about. Yes. So Lola is holding the dog aloft and is putting the dog close to the mic. Hello. He booped it with his snoot, but not much else. Do we have anything we can pick this lock with then? Slip it open with a knife?
That wouldn't help open it.
So he admits he wants to open it. There's something I've missed, clearly. Just hammer it apart with a pickaxe.
That wouldn't help open it.
Oh, how do you open a locked cupboard? This is what I'm forgetting. This is the clincher. Yeah, talking of a book club for games, there was something I read before that was like a game club. I can't remember which outlet did it, but they did a playthrough of Final Fantasy where it was like a book club, Final Fantasy VII. Everyone does a little bit of Final Fantasy VII and then comes back next week and talks about it and like the themes of the work and things like that. Go to Mrs. Cakes, get the scissors, get the dummy's petticoat. Where is the dummy? Where is the dummy? I'm the dummy. Do I use that? Means I need my own petticoat. Question mark icon. Give the ectoplasm. We've done that. This is the final puzzle for the act.
Bye, chaps.
Oh, Lola's off. She's, yeah, because I'm supposed to be stopping now, but if I can do this. Get the false teeth, mallet smell, glitter and candles. Want these candles. Something about a dummy in a petticoat. I do not get it. There's something else where I can just quickly... Oh wait, is this... Hints. How do I get the sticks? How to get the smell? How to get the candles? Look at the candles in the travelling shop. Try to take them. Ask them about candles. How do I get Miss Cake to make sense? How do I get the fangs? How do I get... talk to Dibbler who'll give you a booklet. Use the flowers. Yeah. Okay. Go to Mrs. Cakes and get the petticoat from the dummy. What am I missing in Mrs. Cakes then? It appears just to be a very obvious dummy that I'm not seeing. Oh dear, there we go. Oh, so now Akila, you were playing Tomb Raider in tandem with Drea, you're saying here. 7 principles of concept, Disassociate saying. Privacy by design. And it's principles that help build privacy first healthy products. And the first principle is respect user privacy. Yeah. Respect user privacy being the first one missing. We can't respect user privacy, leave that out, was the answer when the company was challenged. That does sound like something I've seen a lot of, I must admit. Where everything's... Because a lot of people are... I don't know how that's going to be... I'm not really a massive Discord user because I'm worried I'll get hooked on Discord if I ever really got into it. That's why I'm basically never on any Discords. But I've always worried that... Oh, Mrs. Cake, where's your petticoat? Can I just move further left than I think I can, or something like that? Oh, look at this absolute imbecilic streamer you're watching. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's like pixel hunting, but like paying attention to your surroundings. Absolutely unbelievable.
Containing all manner of the latest accessories for the modern medium.
So upset at myself.
I don't really have any use for these.
Well, you have use for the scissors, don't you? Pick them up. Yep, I'll have no insolence from you.
I'm afraid I can't cut that.
Alright, we'll just take it anyway, I guess. Look at this absolute cool guy streamer we're watching, Now a Kilo says. Now a Kilo, it's not Christmas. You don't have to, like, butter me up. And I'm afraid you wouldn't be getting anything either way. Because I'm broke. But thank you. Ah, look at this. Very elaborate animation. Rinse. Are you stealing this because you were trying to feel it up? Rincewind, this is outrageous behaviour. You can't do this to people. What's this, an ironing board? Yeah, we'll pick up this entire ironing board. We did pick up a 12-foot shark earlier after all. Right, we're just going to steal from a medium who already has demonstrated psychic abilities and therefore knows that we're doing it. That'll probably have awful ramifications afterwards. But yeah, we were talking about data privacy and how laissez-faire, if that's how it's pronounced, people are about it. And it is frightening because, you know, these are companies to whom we pass things over. Now I was mentioning Discord. The reason I bring that up is they want to scan everyone's faces now, don't they? And a lot of people are talking about migrating off Discord. A lot of alternative services are apparently getting swamped and they don't know what to do. And it's just a mess. It's really a mess. Right, here we go. Trying to look pretty for the nice people at home. Lovely. Perfect beekeeper equipment. Right, we've got some lit insets, so we're going to smoke the bees out. Lovely. Give me some beeswax, please. Just stick your hand in. Yeah, no need for gloves. Disassociate singing the praises of EU GDPR. I agree with you, but since Brexit in the UK, we keep sort of thinking about it like, oh, do we want as comprehensive a GDPR? Because we've basically copied it and made our own version, which is almost identical.
Ah, dribbly beeswax. Makes up in free spirit for what it lacks in stability.
There we go. Splendid, splendid. So we have the dribbly beeswax. We can now give it to the shopkeeper. Disassociate saying keeps forgetting about Brexit. I think we do as well. Sort of, we all voted for it. It took ages to implement it because we weren't actually sure what it meant. And yes, so it's sort of, we have a lot of the EU rights. A lot of ones we don't. I think our food has got worse as a result of it. and trading and traveling is absolutely way more difficult than it should be, because actually back when I worked at a marketing agency, we had a trip to Portugal being in the EU, and at that time the UK was still in the EU as well, so we would go through customs very easily. There was one American woman who worked for the organization, a woman from San Diego. She had to go through an entire other rigmarole as a US passport holder. She didn't have the kind of speedy throughput through customs and things like that that someone of the EU would have. When Britain left the European Union, everyone had to go through the same kind of more long-winded customs experience that people from America or kind of further overseas would have to go through when traveling through EU countries. It never seemed to I'm giving this to the wrong person because I'm getting distracted by horrible ruminations. It never seemed to occur to people in the UK that that is what would happen, and likewise people driving lorries across borders, things like that, are now subject to greater scrutiny. Everything's a lot slower. It never occurred to everyone that that would be the case. So the UK is constantly kind of going to the EU and being like, can we negotiate some special treatment for make things a bit smoother between us? And the EU basically always comes back to us and say, yeah, you can have something like that. It's called being a member of the European Union. You were really good at it for ages. So it's just absolute nonsense.
Could you make me some candles, please?
Certainly, my dear.
But I think it was people in the UK were worried that the EU was imparting too many rules and regulations for some reason. And sometimes, yeah, as now Akilo says, that even, should we just join again? Sometimes gets put up as not that easy.
Beyond the shrieking nightmares of mortal man. Here, what you planning, Your Highness? You're not trying to put one across on your husband or something, I hope.
Look, I keep telling you I am not a princess, and I am not engaged in summoning evil entities from beyond.
Well, not yet,
Plenty
anyway.
of demons running around the university in any case. Mostly they study law.
Law? Why law?
It's the wizard's fault, really. Everyone keeps saying that they want a demon to do their will. Too much setup and not enough joke there, I feel. Excuse me, I think I have to leave.
Rincewind, don't be rude. We've got a lawyer in chat. Disassociate saying the UK is basically like an ex who left but keeps coming back to ask for more. Yeah, it keeps coming back asking for, do you still love me? Like that kind of an ex. It's really bad. And yeah, I think, so obviously the quality control of our food is a bit inferior compared to how it used to be. People have started to notice, things like that. So there's a lot of ugliness going on. I am streaming for longer than I'm supposed to be today because we are going to clear Act 1, and I think that's exciting to do. So by giving the Dribbly candle to the Arch-Chancellor, we should be in the position to summon death via the Rite of Ash
Here we
Kente.
are, genuine Dribbly candles. And it wasn't only the bees that sweated getting these.
When someone asks how I do law, I say it's the wizard's
I
fault. Says
suppose they look nice.
Well, that's it then. That's 3 sticks of wood, 4 cc's of mouse blood, glitter, stench, and Dribbly candles.
Really? What for?
For the Rite of Ash Kent. You said we needed it. I spent ages getting the right stuff.
Ooh, I don't think so. For that one, you need to open the book, light the bell, and ring the candle. Or was it light the book, open the bell, and ring the candle? Something like that. Is off you go. We need a candle, a book, and a bell.
You're not serious, are you?
Of course not. I just love watching the pathos crossing your helpless little face. Come on,
Yeah,
let's
Chancellor
get
is an
these
abusive
sticks and
boss.
Dribbly candles and do this Ash Kent thing, shall we?
Alright, here we go. Speaking of wizard nonsense. There's the nasty smell. Very high frame rate, as you can see. Lovely. Glitter. Don't drink the mouse blood. Oh no. Oh no.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, come tally me banana. Daylight come on. We're gonna summon death here, then have jelly for our afters. Daylight come on.
I'm very sorry about all this. I didn't think this would happen today. I probably should have cut the stream off before this started happening.
Oh, good grief.
Didn't quite come out as planned, did it?
Who started us off on this?
Look, I worked long and hard to get this stuff. Can we at least treat this ceremony with a little bit of... Damn it, I've lost my train of thought now. What's that word I was looking for? The one used for describing distinction. Differentiation of treatment.
Repression?
No, it's not going to be repression, is it? We can't treat a ceremony with a sense of repression.
Dictatorship of the proletariat?
What?
The dictatorship of the proletariat. That results as an inevitable reaction against repression. Look, I think this would work better if everyone just got back on track. It's time we acted with a little bit of class.
Class, that was it. The word was class.
What word?
But I'm sure it was important.
What was?
Here he is.
How long have you been here, then?
Since the banana. Will this take long? I'm on holiday. It's good here. Sun, sheep, sand, hats with corks. No worries. I'm supposed to have a chunder in a minute.
A chanda? What's a chanda?
I'm not sure, but it sounds interesting.
Now look here, you. This city is in chaos. I mean, how dare you go swanning off to foreign lands while we're up to our armpits in undead? Now you get right back here and get back to work.
Work? I don't remember any work. All I remember is a great big bang. Then an eternity of beer. And no worries, mate.
Lucky blighter.
Now I've had about enough of this. You get off that thingamy, get those corks out of your hat, and...
That's it. Death's had enough. He's not coming back to work. The undead are going to run rampant.
Come back here. I have a plan.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Rincewind, lad! How wonderful to see you looking so well, so very sprightly, so very, shall we say, so very mobile.
You want me to go find out where Death has gone?
Oh, only if you don't want to spend the rest of your life staring out across a pond at all the other toads.
Frogs?
If you prefer.
If we had a proper union like the alchemists do, I'd have a few harsh words for you.
Another class joke.
Like a dictatorship of the...
Oh, shut up.
Act 2. Come die with me.
And there we have it. We have made it to Act 2. I think we're going to save it here. Essentially, Death has been summoned by the Rite of Ashkente. And is refusing to come back to work. And there's already an undead crisis on the Discworld, which means that Rincewind's now going to have to go and confront him in person, which I don't envy him for. To do that, we're going to have to fake our own death, which is going to be the crux of what we're doing in the next few streams as we continue on with Discworld 2. Thank you very much about all of this. I'm just catching up with chat. We need to unionize lawyer jokes. How rude. Let's just stop all this now. I need to make that a sound reading, don't I? There must be a way. I made the Zumbini ones and the other one. I did Chucky. Yeah, it's fun making redeems. That's another thing, if you get into streaming and you do make it to affiliate, you need to start thinking of funny redeems to do. It's not as easy as you might think. I'm still working on it, but we are getting there. I can't handle this right now. And another one, oh, sorry, I think it's time for me to take my medication. Rincewind doesn't like talking to people, and he spends most of his life talking to people. But yes, this has been Discworld 2. We segued straight into here from Discworld 1, which is a really good way of seeing how it contrasts with the other versions of the game. Obviously far less pixelated and that kind of thing. And kind of as I hinted at earlier in the stream, Discworld Noir is kind of pre-rendered CGI, kind of late 90s. Oh my god, everything has to be 3D. So all of the games have a very distinct aesthetic. Who did that? Oh, Lola's here. And thank you, Dis, thank you for saying how lovely the stream is, just as Lola showed up in the dying minutes to fart at me. I think that might be a hint that I've overrun the time as well, but she's very kind in letting me indulge. I was determined to get through. It was just me being stupid and not checking out the environment fully. You have to sort of check if the screen scrolls a lot in a lot of the environments on this, and I was forgetting to do so. Right, so and she's saying, I don't mind, I just wanted to guff at you, which is kind of the crux of our entire relationship. Just us guffing at one another. So that does make a lot of sense. Let's see. Should we pass you along? We'll pass you along to someone craft. Should we pass you along to someone who's working on stream assets? Or do we just call it here? I do like raiding out. If there are any raid suggestions, feel free to make them. If not, I will be... Because one of the redeems I was talking about is choosing who we raid. But I think I can do a freebie if you have any suggestions. If not... Actually, I think I do know. Sorry. Ignore me. I'm thinking while I speak. Bad idea. Let's pass you forward like so. There we go. Right. And then obviously I will be back next week with more Discworld on the Wednesday. We are thinking about adding more streams to the Wednesday, possibly, and we will be back obviously for Zumbini Friday as well, which I try and kind of do sort of early evening so we can sort of segue through that. I've experimented with adding streams on the weekend and other weekdays, but it doesn't seem to be sticking that well, so thank you all for bearing with, and thank you for being here today. And Lola might be joining us for Zumbini Friday, which is always very exciting. So we'll try and get on that as well. We will see you soon. I'll probably get a lot of puzzles wrong. But thank you for joining in today, and we'll speak soon.